What's up? What's cracking, man? What's cracking? We in the building, man. Here we go again. You hear me? Here we go again. Same damn shit, dog. Just another thing. You know how we do when we play the game we play. Salute. Salutations. Salute to everybody out there that's watching, wherever you watching at, man. We are in the building. We ain't playing tonight, man. We ain't playing tonight, man. It's cracking, all right? All throughout the country, man. It's cracking all throughout the country, man. It's crizacking. You heard me? Crizacking all throughout the country. It's cracking all throughout the country, man. Everywhere you look. What's going on, man? Glizzy Hendricks in the building. In the building. We are live and direct. Live and direct. So much going on, man. I tell you, man, it's never a slow day. Thanks to us, man. Thanks to us. You know. Thanks to us, it's never a slow day with the crime, man. Never get a day off, man. Thanks to us. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. We in the building, man. Everybody hit that like button. We trying to get 30 people to sponsor the show tonight, man. 30 people to take at least $5. $5 to sponsor tonight's show, man. At least 30, man.
Thank you for joining us for Fox 2 News at 5. I'm Mandy Murphy.
I'm Shirley Washington. First on Fox, St. Louis's former top prosecutor is at risk of losing her law license after a special hearing downtown today to review alleged misconduct.
The hearing was Kim Gardner's chance to convince a special discipline panel that she should remain a licensed attorney. And Fox 2's Chris Hayes is there live. Now, Chris, what's the latest?
This hearing just wrapped up shortly before 5 p.m., so we can now bring you video and audio from inside the courtroom of this special discipline panel sent here by Missouri Supreme Court to decide the fate of former St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. Gardner herself.
He's the one who charged the McCluskeys, that white couple that they were in there on their property and Black Lives Matter. just stormed their property. This was at the height of George Floyd. They didn't know what the hell was going on because it's just a bunch of niggas. It ain't really like, hey, we're Black Lives Matter. It's just a bunch of niggas, right? So they stormed these people's property, and they came out with guns. Guns were facing to the ground. They didn't point them at anybody. This bitch charged them. And they had to go through fucking years of litigation. Fuck this bitch. Raggedy ass bitch. Ruin people's lives. It's your turn now, bitch. Shout out to Roger Wood, man. It's your turn now, bitch. You fucking bitch.
Walked in just before 9 a.m., seen on the left of your screen wearing sunglasses. She's accused of using public money to pay for more than $5,000 worth of fines she was assessed for previous misconduct. In 2022, the Missouri Supreme Court fined her over allegations she did not disclose evidence in her 2018 prosecution of former Missouri Governor Eric Greitens. The panel argued that Gardner agreed to pay more than $5,000 and even asked for a payment plan, but then used what's called an office contingency plan to reimburse herself.
The total amount diverted to herself was $5,000, $5,004.33, and those funds were deposited into her personal bank account and used for personal expenses unrelated to her job duties.
Gardner's lawyer, Ronald Sullivan, did not deny reimbursement from public funds. His core argument was that his client, Gardner, did not know it was wrong.
She asked a prominent lawyer whether those fees could be reimbursed by the office. Nothing here happened in the dark of night. Nothing here happened in the shadows.
Sullivan said a prominent lawyer wrote on his letterhead that it was, quote, doable. Federal prosecutor Hal Goldsmith took the stand, saying Gardner accepted
So she's snitching.
Responsibility when she entered into a pretrial diversion program over the issue in 2024, with Gardner's lawyer arguing that if she went to trial, a jury could have found her not guilty if they agreed she broke the law by accident.
Bitch ain't break no law by accident, man. Raggedy ass bitch.
Tonight, 7 News on your side, continuing pressing D.C. leaders if they plan to change any laws to help prevent squatting.
Our exclusive reporting getting results.
I lived in D.C., man. I told you I was managing a rooming house, my stepfather's rooming house in D.C. The laws in D.C., even not squatting, even if you just a tenant, do you understand? Several people I let have a room for the night. They ended up staying a couple of days. Then that turned into a week. And then they got some mail there. All you have to do is get mail there. All you have to do is like sign up for something, have it sent to the house, a piece of mail, and you're done. You can't get rid of them. Or be there for X amount of days, and you can't get rid of them. And they don't have to pay because it takes so long in housing court. You got to keep going back and going back. It takes like 2 years to get rid of a tenant in D.C. in housing court. D.C.'s all these places, all these Democrat cities are like this, man. They're awful for if you want to rent property, lease property, it's awful.
For a Northeast homeowner who now has her home back from that squatter. 7 News Washington, D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley joining us live now with the changes people want to see.
That's right. Well, people overwhelmingly expressed their disgust with the situation, as well as the process that it took to stop it. We were there as D.C. homeowner Roshane Douglas evicted her squatter, Shadija Romero. Our exclusive reporting getting thousands of comments from around the world, asking how this happened and what can be done to make sure it doesn't happen again. This commenter said, quote, now go to your city council and local government. We went right to City Council, and we also spoke to the mayor today.
What has been your reaction to it, and do you think there needs to be some adjustments or reevaluations to some of the housing laws?
Well, that's what I've been talking about for at least a year, is that we have to have a focus on people paying their rent, and that the courts
Think about
and
that.
our laws.
Think about that. We have to have a focus on people paying their rent. Think about that, man. You don't have to pay your rent. Shout out to Gouch Merlot, man. And listen, I'm not going to lie. I took advantage of that a lot, too. Let me not try to make myself seem better than these people, but the law still needs to change. It's a fucked up law, whether I took advantage of it or not. Okay? It's a fucked up law. Yeah, you don't have to pay your rent. It's like a suggestion. Like if you pay your rent, you're just like a good person and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're a good person. Shout out to Gospel. Says, greetings all. Think this may be the best ever live stream challenge. I hope so, man. I hope so. Yeah, it's cold down here, man. It's been snowing all week in PA, man. Snowing all week, man. All week. That's PA for you, though. It is what it is, man.
Ensuring that people do that.
Councilman Zachary Parker gave us this statement saying, "I am glad that yesterday's court ruling brought a resolution to this case. My team and I are reviewing district laws to better understand how this was allowed to happen."
To get squatted on like that is crazy.
The community overwhelmingly expressed they want a change and showed up to the home to make sure it starts on 20th Street.
The laws need to be changed. That's important.
What brought you out here today?
The viral moment in your story. It's actually all over the world. Do you know that? It's like everywhere, not just in the DMV area, it's everywhere. She's looking to fund the whole business out of here, like for real. I'm trying to put her out too. I think we all just trying to put her out. We all want her out. The whole DMV wants her out of this lady's home.
Groups of onlookers invested in the story said they want to ensure everything is out and that taking advantage of community.
Yeah, that woman, I don't know if you saw that one, but it was a black woman who was squatting on this lady for a long time. But look, squatting, need to go some more squatting.
The House has
in Atlanta today. This is not like old story. This is today. This is a today story. We're gonna get into while we in Atlanta. We might as well get to the stabbing after this. We're gonna get to the stabbing after this at the school. Salute everybody, man. Everybody, hit the like button, man. It's Friday, man. Smash that like button. Take the challenge. Support the channel. Channel needs you, man. We here in the cold, man. We freezing our asses off down here, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Brian, man. Brian says, peace out in the nation. Everybody stay safe in the new year. Salute, man. Yeah, man. R.I.P. DVK. Found treasures. Yeah, man. R.I.P. DVK. Salute to everybody. 100% right, man. Stay safe in the new year, man. The new year, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. We're going to have every year we do the panelist of the year, man. Last year it was Fisherman. And second was what's my boy name from Philly? He ain't been on in a while. He changed his name so many times. We from Philly. He was the second, and then the year before was Fisherman, and then Brown Sugar was second. And the year before that, I forgot who it was, but it was. Yeah, we do New Year's Eve show every day, a special New Year's Eve show. panelists of the year, man. Start putting your bids in. Start nominating your panelists. Who you think should be panelist of the year, man? Start your nominations, man. You said Mayo before? Yeah, Mayo was the year before. Facts. Shout out to Found Treasures, man. Mayo was the year before. Shout out to you, bro. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So white dudes be winning. Come on, man. We need a person of color to win this year. But salute, man. I may replay that show from last year, the New Year's show. I may replay it, man. You know what? I may replay that show. I may download it and redo it just so people can see the type of fun we have on New Year's Day. Salute to everybody, man. Hit the like button, man.
The house has been on the market for several months. The woman who owns this says she was stunned when she found out someone was living here. She says it appears a guy decided to move in without telling anyone and without paying a dime.
There are other people that don't really care about private property.
Adriana Ward found that out when she discovered a stranger was living in her house. The home on Twin Brooks Court in Marietta is for sale. When a realtor tried to show it over the weekend, the lockbox was missing. Ward rushed over and noticed other problems.
I usually let the blinds open of the property. We see the 3 blinds fully shut down.
And the deadbolt had been changed. She called police, who knocked on the door. The man who answered said he lived there.
This is my house. I have squatter rights.
According to an arrest warrant, Timothy Pyron told police he moved into the home and was nesting. He said he was protected under Georgia's squatter rights and that he had possession of the home due to a peaceful, hostile takeover. Police took Pyron into custody.
Goddamn Somalian. He looked like a goddamn Somalian.
Then Ward got a chance to look inside.
Insane amount of smells to incense and marijuana. It was like so.
Okay, he might be black. He black.
Penetrating that our eyes were red. Insane amount of trash inside of the room. He also had pets. He had these gerbils.
Ward believes there needs to be stronger laws to protect homeowners who have unoccupied property. Pyron was not arrested for living in the house. His only charge was criminal damage, because when the deadbolt lock was changed, there was structural damage to the door.
I wish this don't happen to anyone else, because it is really traumatic.
Ward says she believes the man had been living here for 4 or 5 days. She has since added more cameras.
Salute to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Barry B is in the building. Let's get it, man. It's a lot to get into tonight. There's so much to get into, man. So he was nested, man. You ain't never nested, man. You never just walked past a house, man. Like, hey, man, anybody live there? Nope. I'm about to nest, man. Let me nest. Nesting, man. You should try it, man.
But first tonight, a local teen is the victim of a vicious attack at North Atlanta High School. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Smith.
I'm Courtney Bryant. The student ended up in a local hospital for injuries he suffered after being stabbed multiple times during a fight on campus this morning.
Yo, the attack is so graphic that I could only show it on the website, but I'm not going to do that to y'all right now tonight, man. I don't want to go over to the website. It's too early, but I'll show it later if we go over to the website. The attack is brutal. Like, this dude got down on this YN. He got down on his brother, on this white kid. The white kid's autistic too. If this had been reversed, if the races had been reversed, this might be BLM's This might literally be BLM's comeback, yo. This was so bad that BLM might have made a comeback off of this if the races were reversed. You never know, man. This could have been one of those. This could have been one of those. That's how bad it was, man.
But first tonight, a local teen is the victim of a vicious attack at North Atlanta High School. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Smith.
I'm Courtney Bryant. The student ended up in a local hospital for injuries he suffered after being stabbed multiple times during a fight on campus this morning. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live at the campus with more on the disturbing incident and reaction. Deidre?
Yeah, witnesses here at the school telling us that two male teens started fighting outside the school cafeteria this morning. At one point, one of the teens pulled out a pair of scissors and started.
A black teen attacked an autistic kid. They didn't start fighting. That's disgusting to label it as they started fighting. The black kid attacked the white autistic kid, man. Ain't no two kids started fighting. They like to do that too. Random attacks and shit. When it's a black dude, the cops can't even arrest you. The Nazi cops attacked this man. When there's a white dude, you can be a white autistic dude, and it's like, man, y'all was fighting. Damn, it was a fight. You just lost. A black dude come punch you in the back of the head. It was a fight. You just lost, man. Damn, you got your ass whooped, dog. Hey, wait a second, man. He hit me in the back of the head. He unprovoked. Yeah, man. Don't be mad because you lost. Salute, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Hit the like button, man. Yeah, we going in, man. Likes, should be likes we got. I don't know. Let's go.
Stabbing the victim. Now, we saw video of the attack. It showed that student being stabbed multiple times.
It started off as a fight, and then he grabbed his scissors and started stabbing them.
North Atlanta High School put on lockdown Friday morning following a violent stabbing that sent one student to the hospital.
My daughter's calling me frantic, scared, saying that they're on shutdown.
Fox 5 obtained a copy of a disturbing video being circulated that captured a student stabbing another student multiple times with a pair of scissors during a fight outside the school cafeteria.
He grabbed his scissors and started stabbing away, and he didn't try to fight back because he's not an aggressive person at all. So when he was on the floor, he was just he didn't try to fight back at all. Like, he was just sitting there, and everybody was sitting there recording him.
Classmate Kamaya Lowe says the victim is a special needs student.
I made TikToks with him. I've talked to him. Like, he's a pretty cool person. Nobody has a problem with him because, we take in consideration of his disability, so we don't ever be mean to him.
APS released a statement saying, quote, "This was an isolated incident involving only the two students. No other students were involved, and there is no ongoing threat to students or staff. Normal school operations have continued."
Prayers to him and his family.
This is the second reported scissor attack on campus this year. A student was hospitalized in April after being stabbed during a fight. With metal detectors and other security measures in place on campus, concerned parents ask what more can be done.
It's scary. You send your kids to school thinking that they're going to be okay, and something like
ban scissors, man. That's what you got to do. You got to ban scissors, man.
Another big story out of Atlanta is a homeowner now facing criminal charges.
You got to ban scissors. We'll come back to this one. That's a good one, but You obviously have to ban scissors, man.
But first,
let's keep it a buck, man. Like, you have to ban scissors, man. That's literally like the only thing that I can't think of anything else to do. A nationwide scissor ban. You know what I mean? A nationwide scissor ban. Okay, so we got here it is. I can't even show this shit, man. Like, this shit's so brutal, man. I'll show you the stills, man. That's the kid, autistic kid on the ground. And then, hold on, let me show you. Yeah, that's the kid just stabbing him over and over again. While he's on the ground. Yeah. Let's see what people in Libs and TikTok. I dropped the link to it in the chat, man. If you want to watch it. Oh shit, man! I dropped the link to it in the chat if you want to watch it. These comments are hysterical, man. Says, just trying to make it home alive on public transit despite the socioeconomic factors. That is hilarious, man. That's an hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. So we can't keep living like this. So how do you get through the metal detectors?
Take your laptops and electronics out the bag. If you got a hoodie on, take it off. Take it off. How many times you gotta get touched? Sorry, is this your bag? Slide damn. You see this young lady trying to get it on the rack? Stupid ass. Take your laptops and electronics out the bag. If you got a hoodie on, take it off. Take it off. How many times you gotta get touched? Sorry, is this your bag? Slide damn.
I guess the metal detector would do something bad to their laptops. All these kids got laptops. They oppressed, man. How they get laptops? Well, that's even better. So he stops. He goes into his bag, and then, wow, he deliberately. So he already beat the kid up. This is niggas be doing too much. He already beat the kid up. The kid's down on the ground. Like, all right, cool, you win. He flicks his dreads back and then goes into his bag, unzips his bag, pulls out the. See, I didn't see this part. I didn't see this part of the fight, of the fight between the two students. Wow. He went in the bag and then commenced to stabbing the shit out the kid after he just beat his ass. Niggas do too much. And I understand because I'm a son turd too. It's hard to turn off that shit. Once you get going, it's hard to turn it off. It is, but you gotta, especially if the girls is watching or somebody got a camera out, you wanna put some good film on tape. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to put good film on tape. They think that like whoever see that in the future gonna know that they a real nigga. Press 1. Niggas like putting some good film on tape. If you recording, the nigga gonna OD. A nigga gonna OD on whatever he doing if you record, if you know you recording. They're gonna straight up OD. You know what I'm saying? Straight up OD. Stabbed him in the eye. It says if a white student attacked and stabbed a black student like this, it would be George Floyd 2-1. Yeah, definitely. They would burn down half the country. Yeah, this is bad. For what I saw on the grainy version, I'm gonna drop this in the link for y'all. I dropped this for y'all in the comment section, man, so y'all can watch this, man. Take the $5 channel. Continue to support the channel, man. Salute to you, Chili Most. Chili Most says, yeah, but who's bragging the scissors? Who's bringing the scissors into this? That's a great question. I heard they'd be dropping off crates of scissors at the local Staples, man, in the local Office Depot. You know what I'm saying? They be dropping off local scissors at the CVS and shit. And you know what I'm saying? They only do that in the CVS and the Staples in the black community, in the Hobby Lobby too, man. Her Hobby Lobby, Michael's. There's a lot of places the white man, the Illuminati, be dropping off scissors in the black community, man. They don't drop them scissors off at the Michael's in the black in the white community. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that, man. They only drop them off at the Hobby Lobby and the CVS. You know what I'm saying? And the Staples and the Office Depot and black communities, man. Yeah, man. It's fucked up, man. Become racist or die. Jesus Christ. Elon must have been cooking this week, though, man. It says, yes, the student stabbed another student at North Atlanta High School on December 12th, 2025, has been arrested. Atlanta Public Schools confirmed that the student involved in the incident was detained, expected to face multiple charges. Yeah, he stabbed that white kid pretty bad in the eye.
Ow! Bitch, I'm just never your motherfucking life, ho. Get your hands on me. Don't never put your hands on me. On my motherfucking mama, you got me fucked up. Don't you never, ho. Fuck wrong with you.
Who believes that white girl put her hand on that black girl? Who believes that? Who believes that white girl put her hands on this black girl? A lot of times, this is, and I'm a nigga too, I will say this, man. Niggas will say some shit on because they know you recording. They'll tell a bunch of lies. While niggas will tell a bunch of lies because they know niggas are very aware of cameras. Put it like this. Let me just say this. Niggas are very aware of cameras. I'm talking about very aware. More aware than everybody else of cameras. Niggas are very aware of cameras. All right? Very aware. Marvin Law. Shout out to Marvin Law. He said Jamel Hill added again, saying racism is the cause for Coach Moore's firing. She can't help. I saw that, but I thought it was just a fake quote. I thought it was a fake quote. I saw that and I thought it was a fake quote. I really did. You got to make sure these ain't fake quotes, man. Sometimes these be fake quotes. Yeah, I know that. I know she ain't say that, man. I even give her the benefit of the doubt.
Ow! You got me fucked up on this floor. You don't know me like that. Don't put your hands on me, ho. Fuck your mouth, bitch. Bleed out. Die, ho. Fuck one. Ow! Fucked up. You got me fucked
I'm back for some memories. Oh my God. Listen, let's go back to hit the like button, man. We going in.
Another big story out of Atlanta is a homeowner now facing criminal charges after police say he shot 2 teens who were stealing packages. Now, medics rushed both those teens to Grady Memorial Hospital. This was yesterday evening, where one remains in critical condition. Our Fox 5's Angelique Proctor just learned of new developments in this case. Walk us through charges now filed in this, Angelique.
That's right. Good afternoon to you, Eric. This is a major development and a story that a lot of people are talking about. This Southwest Atlanta homeowner now finds himself in the Fulton County Jail charged with not 1 but 2 counts of aggravated assault after allegedly shooting these 2 teens that he said were taking packages from his front porch. Now, take a look at the mugshot that we've gotten. He is Rakeem Bradford. Atlanta police say Bradford shot Jamari Smith and Caden Williams at his home on Celeste Lane in Southwest Atlanta. The teens apparently saw a white delivery truck drop some packages off, and they had agreed to steal those packages according to the warrant that we've read. The teens say before they could get to those packages, though, Bradford started firing. Now, suspect Bradford also called a coworker that lives in the area and said he was cleaning his gun at the time. Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum responded to the scene last night.
We believe a property crime was occurring, that some packages were being taken off of a front porch. The homeowner did discharge his weapon to stop that theft of the packages. We want to make sure we know what's happening, this individual's being held accountable, and what resources may be needed for that family.
And he is definitely being held accountable at this point, facing not 1 but 2 counts of aggravated.
He's being held accountable. So are they. So are they, man. So are the package thieves, the little niggas, that's the little nigger thieves, man. Let's see. We got some white crime, man.
Police announced 4 arrests after the murder of a teenager. Investigators believe the shooting happened during a drug deal. Good evening, I'm Steve Eager.
And I'm Heather Hayes. Police say the 17-year-old victim died Sunday after being shot at Bailey Lake Park. That's in Burleson. Fox 4 Stephen Dial live with more. Stephen.
The Burleson police chief says that no crime is excusable, but admits that multiple families are impacted by this murder. According to the chief, he says that the victim was meeting a group of people here at the park to sell prescription drugs.
Late Sunday night, investigators say a lakeside drug deal turned deadly. 17-year-old Keegan Christ and an unnamed passenger agreed to meet a group of other people to sell prescription drugs. Christ was shot and killed. The passenger, another teen, survived his injuries.
And there are consequences when you're going to go out here and you're going to be involved in purchasing drugs, or you're going to be involved in selling drugs. Your risks go significantly up, that you are going to be the subject of a press conference in the future.
Friday, we spoke to Burleson Police Chief Billy Cordell. The group met at Bailey Lake Park, not far from the police department. Since Sunday's shooting, 4 people have been arrested. Wyatt Jacobs was arrested at his home in Burleson shortly after the shooting. He's charged with capital murder and aggravated robbery. 3 more arrests were made as the investigation continued. Joel Garcia and Julio Duarte are charged with murder and aggravated robbery. Gustavo Gil was charged with engaging in organized criminal activity.
Some of these are on burritos. They're not all white.
And aggravated robbery.
Oh, shit. They look like they all on burritos. God damn. fuck, man. They all look like hombritos, man. They all look like fucking hombritos, man. Shit. Drop the link, man. If you want to come up, man, come on up, man. Damn. They all on burritos, man. Shout out to everybody watching on Rumble, man. Rumble is in the building, man. If you want to come up, salute to everybody watching on Rumble. Hit the like button over there too, man.
Robbery. Gustavo Gil was charged with engaging in organized criminal activity.
The two that were meeting to sell the narcotics knew that there was a history of robbery from this other group and continued to meet with them. I think there's some of them that knew each other and had some previous conversations with regards to the transaction.
Chief Cordell says all the victims and suspects are between the ages of 17.
This one's white. Wyatt is white. Wyatt's white, man. Wyatt Lynn Jacobs, man. He's white. Rest of them on hanging with these damn hombritos, man. Hang with the wrong crowd, man.
18 and 18 years old. Cordell says he feels for all the families involved.
This is a tragedy. You've got 17 and 18-year-old kids, as I call them, but they are adults in the eyes of the criminal justice system. They entered into an arrangement, an illegal activity, criminal activity, by their own accord. We're not excusing that criminal behavior, but our hearts go out to these families.
Now, all of the suspects are still in the Johnson County Jail. The three charged with murder are being held on a $1.2 million bond each. And the chief wants the public to know that this is an isolated incident, and he believes that all of those involved in this murder are in custody.
Jeez.
Tyler Tunstall was a star high school athlete and scholar at City College. His family considered him a determined young man. They say he planned to travel the world and to be a millionaire before he turned 25. But in the early evening back in May, gunfire took that promising future away. Tyler's mom, Tina, says she knew immediately something was wrong.
The Holy Spirit told me my son was in trouble. But as I was dialing his phone, it felt like my whole insides had fell out because he was like, Ma. And I said, Tyler, I'm coming. Mommy is coming. Mommy is coming. Hold on. Mommy is coming.
Tyler was on his way home after making a food run. He pulled his black SUV to the curb on busy Hollands Ferry Road near Lansdowne High School. He put his flashers on. The passenger side window was rolled down. 4 bullets pierced the rolled up driver's side window. 3 struck Tyler. His mom never hung up the call to him. Using a locator app, she quickly found him.
And I screamed his name, Tyler! And when I screamed his name, he raised up and he reached for his mommy. He reached.
This is fucking sad as shit, yo. God damn. This is sad as shit, yo. She's a great storyteller, man. This woman is a great storyteller. Shit.
For me, but the police wouldn't let me come over. My baby was laying right here on his left side. He was laying right here on his left side with polices and EMS people standing around him. They wasn't aiding him. They wasn't helping him. And I ran to touch his back so he could feel me. Tyler was trying to tell me something. He was trying to tell me something. And they didn't want me to hear what he had to say. I want the truth. I want to know who did this. I want to know why didn't they aid him? Why was he laid here to bleed out and die? Why? Why?
And thus.
Wow. Mom's serious about it, man. Shout out to Mom, man. I mean, listen, I mean, you do get used to seeing police. A lot of police come on the scene and go above and beyond, right? They start giving chest compressions, tying tourniquets. We see that all the time in our stories. That's above and beyond. You know what I mean? All police don't have to do that. I wonder if they do though. I wonder if different agencies have different policies where you have to give assistance or something. I don't know. But FBG Duck, the rapper, they just watched in Chicago. They just watched him flip around. He was flipping around like a fish while he was dying. And they just sat there and watched him. They didn't offer him any assistance. So it's like sometimes the cops come on the scene and they do it. Sometimes they don't. I wonder what. I think we got to fucking dig into that and find out what the policy is. Is that she gonna make his millionaire dreams come true in his absence? God damn it. Jeez. That's rough, man. Fuck. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody, man, out there, man, supporting the channel, man. This mom is fucking. She's awesome. I mean, look, she's a good advocate for her son. Her son, he looked like a good kid. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Just my nigga detectives, man. He looked like he was a good kid, man. All things considered, you know what I mean? My son Dar is telling me that he was probably a good kid.
Something. He was trying to tell me something, and they didn't want me to hear what he had to say. I want the truth. I want to know who did this. I want to know why didn't they aid him? Why was he laid here to bleed out and die? Why? Why?
Investigators denied the family's request to review police body cam footage of the scene to determine the level of care. Tina hired a private detective to investigate.
This is his vehicle?
Michael Brown has a binder with case information that includes diagrams, conversation notes, phone and text records.
I think whoever stopped him had the authority to stop him. His traffic pattern was the main lane to go home. He has no reason to be in this lane because this lane ends. He lives about 10 blocks away.
Tyler's mom and the private detective she hired believe police have a lot of evidence to work with, but they're frustrated by, in their words, the lack of progress being made.
I've discovered that the police say they have no camera evidence. There's a camera there that looks directly at where we're standing, here. There's 3 other cameras that would capture any cars going through this intersection. So if he came down this road, they should know who was behind him or in front of him, and this camera should have caught the shooting, and this camera should have caught the shooting.
Police returned the car to Tyler's mom in 2 days. She found a bullet slug in it and had it analyzed.
They didn't search the car properly, and inside the car there was a 1 bullet that we later had analyzed. It's a 9mm. The gun yet is not clear, but they swear they have casings.
The family's request to review the autopsy report has been denied.
I believe I could learn the angle of the shot. They say it came up. The window damage shows that the bullet came right through the window.
Tyler, a barber, made an inspirational video that reflects his strong religious beliefs.
I'm thankful for God showing me the path to success and always having my back.
Tyler's mom says she forgives whoever's responsible.
Tyler would want me to forgive, but it's not saying I don't want justice, because I do.
Baltimore County Police responded to our inquiry, detailing the family's concerns, saying the investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information is urged to call police. In Halethorpe, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
That's crazy, man. Salute to that mom, man. Let's get back to this package, Steve.
Atlanta police and the DA's office still working to determine if a homeowner will be charged after shooting 2 juveniles accused of stealing packages off of his porch.
The shooting happened in southwest Atlanta around 3:30, just down the street from Mays High School on Celeste Lane at the Villages of Cascade Townhome community.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn live outside of APD headquarters where this homeowner is still being questioned. Cody.
That's right, Ron and Jennifer. Of course, his interview will be crucial, along with evidence found at that scene to determine if any charges will be filed in this case. Now, this was the scene at that townhome community this afternoon. Police say they found a 15-year-old shot in the foot. The second victim shot and critically injured, as you mentioned, but we just learned just in the last hour that young man has pulled through surgery and is expected to survive. The chief made it very clear there was no home invasion here. He says right now it appears the 2 juveniles were stealing packages when they were shot. Now, one thing I noticed and questioned the chief on this afternoon is why so many officers continue to show up hours after the shooting in the 6 o'clock hour.
It's a continuation of the investigation. Once we determine where it occurred, we're executing a search warrant, and that search warrant is allowing us to gather evidence to give us clarity. The Atlanta Police Department takes gun violence very seriously. It's been the charge of Mayor Dickens to address gun violence in our city. That's why you see a robust response. But anytime a child is injured in our city, we really take that seriously. We want to make sure we know what's happening as individuals being held accountable.
This case, no doubt, will gain a lot of attention. It already has online. Many will debate if this homeowner had the right to shoot these 2 juveniles. Now, earlier this evening, I spoke to a criminal defense attorney from right here in Atlanta. He's been practicing law in Georgia for more than 20 years. Ron and Jennifer, he says this boils down to those few seconds when this homeowner decided to grab his gun and then open fire.
Were these 2 young men on the doorstep acting in a violent or threatening manner, or were they running away? What juncture did the homeowner decide to discharge their personal weapon using deadly force, and were they justified? That's going to depend on the facts at that exact moment. Was he realistically and reasonably under an apparent threat? Everybody in Georgia has the right to protect themselves and their property, and that includes using deadly force. But there has to be a justification for it.
As of this hour, police have not announced any charges. Live in downtown Atlanta, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
It's going to be. He's been detained though, so they're thinking about the charges. They're like they're looking for something to charge him with. They're investigating it. It's called an investigation. These are investigations. A lot of people don't understand that. They're investigating it. They have to interview the kids. They have to interview him. Any witnesses? I hope they let him off, man. I hope the guy gets off, man. He did a community service, man. Shoot them little niggers, man. I mean, niggas. Shoot them little niggas.
Well, now to our big story tonight at 9. Shop with a cop or shoplift with a cop.
Okay, story of the evening. Hartford police say a known thief, perhaps unknowingly, walked into a Walmart filled with officers. Stephanie Court joins us with what happened next.
Yeah, well, Hartford police called it a tale of Yuletide timing and a truly unfortunate decision.
What is that? Guys, what is that? Is that a man or a woman? Is that a man or a woman, guys? What's the verdict, man? What do you guys think, man? Hey, man, they doing this dirty, man. That dude, man. That's a dude. All right, let's see, man.
Making in their post on Facebook, they say a woman committed felony level retail theft, then came back when the store was, quote, basically a satellite police station.
It gives these kids something to open on Christmas morning.
It's a holiday event Hartford police look forward to every year.
We take them shopping, and it's really a nice event for everybody.
But the town's chief says during this year's Shop with a Cop event, things took an unexpected turn.
Fortunately, there are a number of officers.
Saturday morning at Walmart, as police were giving back, investigators say 24-year-old Sophia Malik entered the store on a mission to steal.
My felony retail theft just entered Walmart.
Just 3 days before the event, prosecutors say Malik stole more than $600 worth of items from the same Walmart location. But this time, when she returned,
That's her.
police not only knew who she was,
She's walking back towards the toys from the paint. She's wearing black coats.
they knew they could stop her.
We're walking right next to her. She's putting stuff in her car.
A criminal complaint says when an officer confronted her in the store, she had more than $200 worth of items in her cart and told them she was, quote, just trying to get gifts for her kids. Eventually, it says she admitted to stealing and told detectives, quote, she would have shoplifted again, but changed her mind because of the amount of police in the store.
It's sad that somebody feels the need that they have to go out and do this in the first place.
Prosecutors say officers discovered roughly $900 worth of stolen toys in her car. She now faces a felony charge of retail theft. But police say the turn of events didn't take away from its main purpose.
These officers, everybody worked together.
Malik made her first appearance in court.
I don't know. I'm not sure, man. Because they'll tell you it's a girl because they woke. They'll just call her a she. Keep calling her a she because they woke. Them saying she means nothing.
Fox 13 is on breaking news at midday. An inmate back in cuffs after he was mistakenly released. Now, this is the second time in 4 months a violent offender sentenced to prison was mistakenly released from the Shelby County Jail. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chelsea Chandler. That video you just saw was of Cameron Brooks getting rearrested. Brooks pleaded guilty Tuesday to rape and aggravated assault as a vulnerable adult. Now, he was sentenced to 11 years in prison and then released yesterday morning. Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live from 201 Poplar, where he was taken back into custody just about an hour ago, Kayla.
Damn, Kayla, you lucky they caught him before he seen you. Press one. Hit the like button, man. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. We trying to get 30 people. Take the $5 challenge, man. We on our way, man. We really on our way, man. I'm talking about we are on our way. We got 7 so far, man. Salute. Both of these women lucky that he didn't run into them before he got rearrested, man. Y'all lucky, man.
Hello?
Yeah, Chelsea, it's been a very hectic morning. Now, we know Cameron Brooks was let out yesterday morning. The sheriff's office says it was due to a clerical error with the county's IT department, but he turned himself in this morning. And of course, that video is exactly when it happened, how it happened, and how it all played out. Now, as you mentioned, Brooks took a plea deal on Tuesday, and less than 24 hours later, he was released by what is called that clerical error. And it was a mistaken release on his part. But his mother, while he was taken into custody, she was pushed by a deputy, and that's also captured on video. And she gave me her reaction to not only
why she acted. Yeah, look at the way you looking at that too. Look at the way you looking at her. I ain't gonna lie, man. I would have been like, I'd have been mad too. But he wrong. He dead wrong. This one of the incidents where you dead wrong, but that in that little moment, your mom deserved it, but still, that's still his mom. That's still his mom. But she acting like a jackass. Who the fuck is that? What is that? Hey man. Sister's down bad, man. God, no, man. That's who you was with. That's who you broke out of jail for. You broke out of jail for this, man. He was in the joint telling all the niggas in the joint he got bitches and shit. He got, you know what I'm saying, man, I got all baddies, man. No mess with all baddies. Then he got caught with this joint, man. On national TV, man. Boom Shika, man. God damn, bro. Where the baddies at, man? Where all the baddies you was telling us you had, man? Oh, you say she a down ass bitch though. Yeah, I feel you. The baddies ain't want to fuck with you because you in real trouble. So you had to go to your bottom bitch. I feel you, homie. I feel you. She might got a fat ass. Maybe she got a big old butt. Who knows, man?
Captured on video, and she gave me her reaction to not only his release.
That nigga face when he pushed his mom is hilarious, man.
Deputy, and that's also captured on video. And she gave me her reaction to not only his release.
What the fuck? That nigga power slammed his mom.
While he was taken into custody, she was pushed by a deputy, and that's also captured on video. And she gave me her reaction to not only his release, but also how his custody, him being brought back into custody, played out.
Come on, Mom. You know that he was sentenced to 11 years and they accidentally let him go. You know that, Mom. Come on, Mom. You gotta stop this shit, Mom. Stop this shit, Mom. Stop this shit, Mom. He said Mom fell and cracked the sidewalk. Mom probably stumbled and busted, went through a wall and shit. They probably thought it was the Kool-Aid man on the other side. He pushed Mom through the wall.
But his mother, while he was taken into custody, she was pushed by a deputy, and that's also captured on video. And she gave me her reaction to not only his release, but also how his custody, him being brought back into custody, played out this morning.
He already knew it was a mistake. He told them it was a mistake. They made him get up. They made him get dressed. Y'all processed him out. Y'all fingerprinted him out.
Okay, even if that's true, I don't believe that, but let's just say that that's true. Let's just say that's true. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, it is hard to get out of a prison, though. It is. They're not saying he escaped, so I'll take that, Mom. I'll take that, right? Now it's time to come back. What are you like fussing with the police for? Now it's time to come back. We made a mistake. Oopsie. You don't get it's not like, oh, if we make a mistake, you get to go free. It's not how it works, Mom.
Y'all gave him his clothes. We did full cooperation. To where now, when we get here, it's bum rush. It's assault. And it don't even take that. You don't have to shame him.
Oh, so they were bringing him back. Bringing him back to the joint. That's right, Mom. You tell him. Mom was like, nah, baby, you going back there, man. You gotta do your time. You know what? There's some decent black moms in this show, man. We had some decent black. Now, did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon? We had some decent black moms on this show, man. You know, women are nuts anyway, so like you gotta, grade them on the curve, man. But yeah, this she was bringing her son back, man. I'll give her credit for that, man. I ain't gonna knock her for that, man.
He already knew it was a mistake. He told them it was a mistake. They made him get up. They made him get dressed. Y'all processed him out. Y'all fingerprinted him out. Y'all gave him his clothes. We did full cooperation. To where now, when we get here, it's bum rush. It's assault. And it don't even take that. You don't have to shame a person doing that. He ain't did nothing wrong. He came here willingly, and they slammed him.
Man, he raped somebody. You said he ain't do, man. He raped somebody, man. What did he do? What did he do again, man?
An inmate back in cuffs after he was mistakenly released. Now, this is the second time in 4 months a violent offender sentenced to prison was mistakenly released from the Shelby County Jail. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chelsea Chandler. That video you just saw was of Cameron Brooks getting rearrested. Brooks pleaded guilty Tuesday to rape and aggravated assault as a vulnerable adult.
Okay, as a vulnerable adult, I don't know what the fuck that means, but rape and aggravated assault as a vulnerable adult.
Willingly, and they slammed him like that.
And of course, now he is back into custody a little over 24 hours before he was released. But today, the goal is to get more answers from the sheriff's office. So I've already put out some emails and phone calls to both the sheriff's office as well as Mayor Harris's office, since the sheriff's office put the blame on the IT department for the county. And we're also digging deeper into exactly how this could have happened for the second time in 4 months. I'll have those answers coming up tonight on Fox 13 News at 5 and 6. Chelsea?
Tonight, video showing thieves caught on camera live as they tried to break into a storage unit in Shoreline. Thanks to a detailed play-by-play description of the crime and the quick actions of King County Sheriff's deputies assigned to Shoreline PD, both suspects were caught as they tried to escape.
I believe there's a theft in process on the first floor on the door that faces Aurora. You can see people in there. They are fully masked like ninja.
As two suspects tried to drill their way into a unit, the manager of West Coast Storage on Aurora Avenue North told the 911 operator that he was watching a burglary in progress.
How many people do you see?
Two.
They were trying to break into the unit to steal electronics and firearms.
It looks like to me they're trying to drill the lock. They don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
The suspects were still inside when Shoreline police got there, but when they spotted the police car, the surveillance camera shows them quickly racing outside.
Hey, someone go around back. Someone go around back. Someone go around back. Go around back. Go around back. Take it off for the wet. Female. Black hoodie. Black hoodie.
Yeah, they went over the fence into the U-Haul.
Stop! You're under arrest. Police, stop! Damn, 2-1. They're hopping fences. They're running. That'd be southbound back towards that main street. 03, go ahead, you go.
He's jumping over the fence. You'll get tased. You'll get tased.
The deputies were able to chase down the first guy in a field.
Get on the ground. Get your hands up. Get out. You didn't do anything, sir. Why are you running?
Hands on your back. Careful, it's pokey.
Sure, I didn't do anything.
The second suspect was still on the run, so they set up a perimeter and brought in a canine.
Just off Linden. Another strong pull.
Got a sheriff's office, got a police dog, all the fighters, you'll get hurt. Contact at that house. Shut your hands.
The suspect smartly surrendered.
One in custody.
Even after all of that, listen to how polite the deputy is to a very thirsty suspect.
Not the hose bit, but the fire, I think, has some water we can get for you just a little bit, okay?
Deputies found their backpack, and look what was inside. Tools including drills, a bolt cutter, and a headlamp. They booked James Phillips and Christopher Rust into the King County Jail. Prosecutors charged them with burglary in the second degree, possession of burglary tools, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. Both suspects pleaded not guilty. Judge Tanya Thorpe set bail for both men at $10,000.
What the fuck is this? This is a weird looking fucking guy. He got some shit in him. He got some different kind of shit in him. That motherfucker ain't purely white. That's not a pure white man, man. I don't know what the fuck he is, but he's something. He's not white, purely. He's not pure white. He got white blood, but he's not pure white. Not pure, man. You tainted. Native, yeah, I can see the ears, man. Yeah, those big ass ears, man. Those native ears. Yeah, he probably is native. What's his name? His name is Robs with Drills. Robs with Drills. Breaks in storage containers. Come here. I want to introduce you to this young lady. I think you'll like her. Her name's Blows with Mouth. Meet Rob's storage containers. I wonder if Native Americans really did that shit. They really named you after the whole shit. Like after that shit. I wonder if that's just white man, or just lore, like Disney, Hollywood lore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. I wonder if they really did that shit. They'd be like, they would call me, they wouldn't even call me Akmesh, they would call me streams live streams with crappy backgrounds. Did you see live streams with crappy backgrounds show last night? It was amazing. That's my favorite YouTuber, man. I'd like to see some people do a collab with live streams with crappy background, man. Chief Bag of Donuts. Jeez Christ. Damn.
Suspects pleaded not guilty. Judge Tanya Thorpe set bail for both men at $10,000. 43-year-old James Phillips has had 53 prior warrants for his arrest. His criminal...
Damn. White boy had 53 prior warrants for arrest. Still out here, man. White boy need to be under the jail, man. Damn, this dude he a career criminal, man.
History includes convictions for multiple thefts and assaults. He was released from jail on November 22nd, 2 days after his arrest. 51-year-old Christopher Rust has had 21 warrants for his arrest and has convictions for unlawful possession of a firearm, residential burglary, car theft, identity theft, and possession of stolen property. He was released on December 2nd.
Wow.
Well, businesses feeling some relief tonight, but also warning other business owners to stay vigilant after a failed wig theft attempt. This is a beauty bar that is a full-service salon that recently started carrying high-end wigs valued.
You just try to steal a wig, man. Listen, black women are awful, man. Let me see if I can find this, man. I can never find the shit when I need it, man. Black women are awful, man. You're stealing wigs, man. All this time, and y'all still ain't figured out how the Asians do to get that yaki, man. Shame on you, black women, man. Shame on y'all, man. Shame on y'all, man. God ain't figured out how to make the yaki yet, man. How do y'all not know how to make the yaki yet? That shit is shameful, man. That shit is absolutely, utterly shameful, man. That y'all don't know how to make synthetic hair, man. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna show y'all if I can find it, man. I'm gonna do a solid to you black women, so y'all don't have to do. This is embarrassing, man. Look at Boone Chica with her. Look at her with her fucking. Black hair is we got the best hair, man. It's a damn shame that they hate our hair. We got the best hair. We can straighten that shit to look like y'all's, or we could grow dreads, or we could get nappy. We got the best hair, man. For real, man. It's a damn shame niggas don't know that, man. Damn shame you niggas don't know that, man. Niggas are embarrassment, man. I really dislike niggas. Here it is. Is this the one I seen? Yeah. This is the one I seen. Let me show you how they make synthetic. Let me show you all these fucking tigers do to make synthetic hair. Let me show you what these tigers do to make synthetic hair.
I bet you've never seen this before. This is how hair extensions are made, and you're not gonna believe the process. So he first gets a bunch of this material, which can be anything like PVC, silk, or acrylic. After filling up a tray full of this material, he's gonna cook this in the oven until the material is nearly melted, but not fully. Because after he takes out the tray, it should look something like this. He then takes a thick brush and creates strands by extending it up. Then starts to weave, and this part can take several minutes. Keep in mind this is artificial and not made from real hair, but the final product looks very realistic. I bet you.
Why sisters can't do that, man? And make their own business and sell that shit to each other. Why sisters can't do that and sell that shit to each other, man? Have their own businesses. Why they gotta buy that shit from the fucking tiger man?
You've never seen this before. This is how hair extensions are made, and you're not gonna believe the process. So he first gets a bunch of this material, which can be anything like PVC, silk, or acrylic. After filling up a tray full of this material, he's gonna cook this in the oven until the material is nearly melted, but not fully. Because after he takes out the tray, it should look something like this. He then takes a thick brush and creates strands by extending it up. Then starts to weave, and this part can take several minutes. Keep in mind this is artificial and not made from real hair, but the final product looks very realistic. I bet you've never seen this before.
That's crazy, man. I just put you sisters on, man. How to make synthetic hair, man. That should be thanking me, man. Let's see what they doing now, man. God damn, man. Y'all embarrassing us, man. Y'all embarrassing us, man. All this time, y'all ain't figured out how to make that shit. As easy as it is to make that shit, all this time, black people still ain't figured out how to make the shit. But guess what? They invented every goddamn thing. Press 1. They invented every goddamn thing except for anything.
Well, businesses feeling some relief tonight, but also warning other business owners to stay vigilant after a failed wig theft attempt. This is a beauty bar that is a full-service salon that recently started carrying high-end wigs valued in the hundreds, some of them even thousands of dollars each. Fox 40 covered the salon's grand opening less than 2 months ago. Well, tonight, Fox 40 Said You Could is live. What happened and the warning that.
Of course, the reporter's name would be Hood.
Thousands of dollars each. Fox 40 covered the salon's grand opening less than 2 months ago. Well, tonight, Fox 40 Said You Could is live. What happened and the warning that owner tonight, Cedric, is now sharing.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. Many businesses know that during the holiday season, it's time to be vigilant.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. Many businesses know that during the holiday season, it's time to be vigilant and alert when it comes to retail theft, and that includes hair salons. Take a look right here. Baddies R Us, they still have their grand opening sign up. You see, it says October 25th. Now, for the owner, she says she never expected to face anything like this. Just
really? You never expected to face anything like this? Selling wigs to black women? Hood bitches and shit? Crazy.
After celebrating her grand opening.
You know, it was just one of those things. Like, I can't believe this girl was that bold to really come in here and do that.
Baddies R Us opened its doors in October, bringing a bright pink and unique vibe to the community. But on Sunday, staff found themselves face to face with a situation they didn't expect, especially this soon.
Yeah, so I showed her two of them, a brown one and an orange one. She like, do you happen to have something like this, like red? She had red in her hair. I'm like, oh, we do. So I went in there and I got the red wig. And when she was like, okay, let me go get my phone so I can cash up you for the wig.
But when the woman came back inside, her plans had changed. Surveillance video shows the woman walk back into the salon and snatch a wig from the stylist.
No, she don't got on a Raiders jacket, man. That gave it away, man. She came in there with a Raiders jacket, man. It's crazy, man.
And snatch a wig from the stylist before running out of the door.
When I heard all the ruckus, like all I heard, I believe I heard one of my stylists Sheeta in the back, like, she's running.
Well, she got the wig back, though. She got the wig back, man.
She's running.
She got the wig. All that, you ain't even get the damn wig. See, they did that wrong. He was supposed to be like double parked or some shit.
And then I hear the door just slam open, and I knew that's when she took off running. I understand, you know, wigs are, especially our wigs, because they're so high quality. You know, they're
way to plug the business, man. That was smart, man. She plugged her shit, man.
I understand, you know, wigs are, especially our wigs, because they're so high quality. You know, they're not cheap. However, you know, her life and her safety is much more important.
After a short chase in the parking lot, the business got the wig back and something else.
When she ran, she dropped her phone, so we know who she is.
The stolen wig is valued at nearly $600. Under California law, that amount is typically a misdemeanor, but could be charged as a felony.
$600, that's a misdemeanor. Shit.
If the suspect has prior theft convictions under Prop 36. The salon filed a police report with the Sacramento Police Department and turned the phone over to investigators.
I just definitely hope that young lady learned her lesson, and I hope this is also a message to the community that Baddies R Us is not to be played with.
Washington says she's sharing her story as a warning, especially with Christmas around the corner.
I just hope this doesn't happen again, because we are, you know, prepared, and it's another message to, you know, other business owners. The holidays are coming up. Be prepared, you know, be vigilant, and, you know, make sure that you have a plan with your staff, and, you know, just be ready, and, you know, for whatever. Like I said, this is my community where I grew up, and it happened to me, so it could happen to anybody.
Sierra Washington tells me she plans to pursue charges and go the full extent of the law. Now, the video of the incident she posted on social media has garnered more than 700,000 views. And it's not, and Sacramento Police Department hasn't said whether or not this suspect has come forward, but they do ask the community if anyone has any information to contact them. In Sacramento.
It's unbelievable. Biggie Smalls is the illest. It's unbelievable.
May be a time of giving, but in Hartford County, retail thieves are focused on taking, and police are cracking down on them.
Support the channel. Take the $5 channel. Sponsor the show. Hit the like button.
WMAR2 News' Jeff Hager reports investigators have broken up 2 organized operations, and they're preparing to bust a third.
Captured on camera, 3 people in the middle of what appeared to be a shopping spree at the Walmart store in Falston last week, snapping up $1,800 worth of merchandise. But Major Lee Dunbar of the Harford County Sheriff's Office says they had no intention of paying for the goods.
Went in, loaded up their carts with electronics, some PlayStations, iPads, went out to the point of sale there, the register, acted as if though they were going to pay for the items, and then left the store. Loss prevention was aware of this, but thankfully, due to a good Samaritan, a good citizen who was seeing this happen, went and was able to provide us with the license plate number.
And thank you to a white person. Thank you for a white person.
Due to a good Samaritan, a good citizen who was seeing this happen, went and was able to provide us with the license plate number.
And it's not just an isolated case like this one. Police here have also cracked an organized retail theft ring, which was targeting some major department stores. 6 people who struck at the Kohl's locations in both Forest Hill and Bel Air on multiple occasions before investigators tracked them down.
We did search warrants on there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to recover all of the stolen property, but we were able to recover a ghost gun and several other weapons that were found in the house as well.
Investigators say retail theft is so prevalent that retailers' loss prevention teams are now sharing data from multiple states, which has set the stage for a potential third major bust that's about to unfold.
There was one particular group we got hit here in Harford County. Once we uploaded that information in the database, we found out that they were wanted for multiple thefts from Florida all the way up to New York.
For now, detectives have issued an arrest warrant for one suspect in the Walmart caper, but are still trying to identify 2 others. If you recognize them, you can call Deputy Phil Arecki at 410-69.
Let's see, man. Oh, shit, man. God damn it. God damn it.
A Howard County teenager now faces robbery charges after an attack inside the mall in Columbia. Fox 45's Vincent Hill looks into the case and other.
Columbia is really nice. It was before niggas started going out there. Columbia is very nice. I'm talking about like nice suburb of it's kind of like a suburb of both Washington and Baltimore, but more of Baltimore. Niggas are ruining that place, unfortunately.
A recent crime to plague the popular shopping center.
Well, it was in this parking lot behind me that 2 females were approached by a masked man who they say robbed them. Just the latest crime sparking concern around the mall. At the Mall of Columbia, just after 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon, 2 females coming face to face with danger.
For a male in a ski mask carrying a skateboard.
Robbed of the shoes they were wearing and the shoes they had just purchased.
It's crazy out here, so you got to be safe at all times.
Cornelius reacting to the news of the robbery.
You know, people are looking to grab and go, so that's something you got to keep in mind.
Howard County Police tracked that suspect, 19-year-old Isaiah Battle, after they say he then started a fight at the food court inside the mall, charging him with robbery and assault. The robbery, the latest crime on or near mall property. Back in February, 2 teens were shot and killed outside the mall. Police later arresting 18-year-old Edmondson Zaya. And last July, 17-year-old Angelo Little was shot and killed inside the mall. After a months-long search, police arresting 18-year-old William Marshall III for that shooting. Princess, who works inside the mall, surprised by the recent robbery.
That's crazy.
Damn, yo. Niggas give a ball about. This is a nice area, man. This is a nice area, though. It's not like that. Niggas just, the mall, I guess the mall attracts niggas from Baltimore and DC, I guess. I don't know, but It's a nice area. It shouldn't have been 3 homicides at the mall in the last year. 3 homicides at the mall in the last year. God damn. Niggas fuck up your reputation. Press 1. Niggas talk a lot about, complain a lot about people, but they will fuck up your reputation quick. Like if you got any type of establishment, they will fuck your shit up, man. Yeah. Did you know? Let's go to the mall in Columbia. Oh yeah, that's real nice. They got Nordstrom and shit, and fucking K Jewelers and shit, and all types of high-end stores. There's no Forever 21 or none of that bullshit. Let's go there, sure. But just to warn you, there have been 3 people killed there in the last year. What? Yeah. What the fuck? The fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was working Sunday.
Yeah.
What time did this happen? Was
About
it
5:15.
at PM? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Back in April, in response to those shootings and other crimes, Howard County Police and the Howard County Executive, Calvin Ball, creating a new unit focusing on extra patrols around the mall with the substation inside the mall. But Prentice says it's not enough to cover everything.
On that end of the mall, maybe. Because most of the security is focused over by this bus area.
Meanwhile, with shoppers expected to crowd the mall in the coming days, concern of what could happen next.
If something goes off, how are you going to get out pretty quick? It's really unfortunate that we have to think this way and live this way, but it is our reality.
Meanwhile, battles being held without bond on robbery, theft, and assault charges. He's due back in court next month. At the Mall of Columbia, Vincent Hill.
At least he didn't kill anybody.
Fox 45 News.
Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out Fox Baltimore on social media to find more stories like that.
Jeez. Fucking A, man.
We make all our own chocolate and caramel.
Since 1982, Leatherby's Family Creamery's Blue.
Hey, y'all make all your own chocolate and caramel? Shit, man. Damn.
We make all our own chocolate.
Does any of it ever get to the fucking... Does any of the chocolate ever get to the fucking shelves and shit? Before you get your cut.
Chocolate and caramel. Since 1982, Leatherby's Family Creamery's Blue Checkered Parlor has been a Sacramento staple.
Some hot fudge, a little whipped cream.
While ice cream is their craft, community is their cause.
You say niggas ruined Pentagon City? Pentagon City's ruined? I know they ruined Tyson's. Tyson's just got a black eye on it. But Pentagon City, I used to go to Pentagon all the time, man. I used to go to Pentagon. Now it's called like the mall at Pentagon, some shit like that. Yeah, I used to go to Pentagon all the time, man. It wasn't, niggas wasn't really on the Pentagon like that. Niggas fucked up PG Plaza. There used to be a security guard at Beltway Plaza in Greenbelt. But niggas ain't really fucked Beltway Plaza up like that. That was just a crappy mall anyway, but niggas ain't really fucked that joint up like that. I will admit, they ain't fucking up too bad. But PG Plaza is cool too, but you have stuff that happens there. But yeah, I'd hate to think that they've gone out VA. VA don't play, man. VA don't play, man. Of all the shit I ever did in my life, that's the only place that gave me a fucking jail time and shit. VA don't play, man. Some young boys better be careful, man. But yeah, anyway, man.
Some hot fudge, a little whipped cream.
While ice cream is their craft,
A little spoon.
community is their cause.
We want people to come here, feel special, get away from life, enjoy quality ice cream, have a fun time with their family and friends.
Owner Jacob Leatherby says that's part of the reason it was so frustrating to hear they were robbed on Wednesday night.
Hold it out this way, yanked on it.
While they were open and serving customers.
It's hard to see somebody come in and just steal right from you.
Surveillance video shows someone ripping the cash register out from behind the counter and taking off with it.
They didn't get that much money, but they caused more damage in equipment by ripping the wires.
Damn, yo, that was bold, man. That was bold. They were open. Shit. That was bold. That motherfucker killed somebody. What's up, Wiki? What's happening, man?
Yo,
What's
mic
cracking?
check, mic check.
What's cracking?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Everything cool, man. This motherfucker right here killed somebody. If he that bold to do that shit, he potentially would kill somebody, right?
I didn't see. I just got in from the wife.
Okay. All right. This motherfucker bold.
Somebody come in and just steal right from you.
Surveillance video shows someone ripping the cash register out from behind the counter and taking off with it.
They didn't get that much money, but they caused more damage in equipment by ripping the wires out of the wall.
Sacramento County Sheriff's Office detectives are investigating. A spokesman says crimes like this are rare. But there were a few similar cases in the Arden Arcade area this summer. Juveniles were arrested then. Now, authorities believe it's different people.
For the person out there, we forgive them. No hard.
God damn it, man. You don't have to say that. Like, my thing about that, man, about the forgiveness thing, it's not required. Like, it's annoying at this point. Like, you don't have to say that. You don't have to include that. Like, are these reporters asking, do you forgive? Like, I mean, like, what the fuck are you saying that for? It's just like, you don't have to forgive them. You could just say, you know, well, we hope, you know, we got our cash registers back and that's it. White people act like they have to forgive niggas. Like it's part of their job. Like y'all better than us or something. Like fuck, man, that shit is annoying, man.
Feelings.
Leatherby says different people.
For the person out there, we forgive them. No hard feelings.
Leatherby says regardless of who did it, they always want what's best for people. In this case, that means offering a little bit of grace.
I'd give them a job. Come back, work it off. I don't care. But I
Think about that one. Wow.
You would trust this fucker around your family and your fucking
Right.
you would bring that dude, you would give that dude a fucking guess employee ID number and fucking have his ass in your building where the money is and shit, where your family. This is a family-owned business too. This guy's an asshole. This is a family-owned business. This isn't like just some fucking business. This is his family in there.
Right. And then when that song where violently victimizes his family, he'll forgive him again.
Yep. Forgive him again and shit. Fucking idiot. You fucking fat ass moron. Fucking idiot. This guy's a fucking moron, yo. Like, no joke, oh man. This guy's he's an asshole. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
You're an asshole, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look, back in the Viking days, he was the guy cleaning the horse shit. He was not
dead.
raiding
You
shit.
wouldn't have survived. You ain't gonna survive in the olden days with that type of mentality. It was too rugged back in the day, man. He wouldn't have survived, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy, man. Piece of shit. This guy's a piece of shit. He's an asshole. Like literally, and listen, people need to start learning that, man. Like this ain't cool. This makes everybody unsafe. Now, if they catch the fucker, you're probably gonna try to like drop charges or ask for him to get like community service or some shit. And then he's gonna go out and do that shit again to somebody else instead of getting punished for it. You fucking asshole. You're an asshole.
Authorities believe it's different people.
For the person out there, we forgive them. No hard feelings.
Leatherby says regardless of who did it, they always want what's best for people. In this case, that means offering a little bit of grace.
I'd give him a job, come back, work it off. I don't care, but I would love for him to learn a lesson. And
if this guy had a wife, yo, like say he got a wife that worked there, right? That son man would crap on his wife, yo. Or if he had a young daughter, this son man will like fucking dog his daughter out or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or sexually assault her or some shit.
Yeah. He will fuck his wife and then possibly murder her.
Yeah. Right. To keep it secret, keep it quiet. She'd be like, I'm gonna tell my husband that what we had, and he's probably gonna fire you. And she's like, man, I need this job. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you because I need this job.
She gonna tell him. She gonna tell him I'm pregnant. Dead.
Well, damn. God damn it. God damn it, man.
I mean, look, let's be honest. Like that song word, right? When they did that, if he heard this guy saying the shit he's saying, he would lose so much respect for him.
Yeah. He don't know that. They don't know that. I mean, and listen, a lot of that is not being street smart, and I give you that. Everybody's not street smart, but some things are just common sense. Like you don't have to fucking forgive him, and you don't have to give him a fucking job. And here's the thing. Okay, let's just say like they went to court, right? And during the court proceedings, the guy begged for forgiveness, and he revealed that he had been looking for a job, and he couldn't find one. Then maybe these statements, even though even then it's still fucked up, but you could understand it. Like the dude's still on the run.
Right.
The dude literally hasn't been caught yet.
Look, let's be real, Ak, right? In a civil society, this is maybe admirable, right? But this ain't it though. Like maybe in a completely glided country like Norway or whatever it used to be, it probably makes sense, right? Not here, not right now, bro.
Nah, fuck no. Not with these turds, man. These turds are fucking nuts.
But I would love for him to learn a lesson and become a better person for it. See wherever you like.
He says that is just.
Look at his little daughter. Oh, these his daughters or these is.
That is just part of their decades-long commitment to their community.
Have a great rest of your day.
We love our customers. We want Leatherby's to continue to be a safe place for the next 43 plus years.
Well, it's not gonna be safe if you keep talking shit like that. I mean, like if you would bring that fucker in there and let him be there all the time working and shit, allegedly, like
yeah, I mean
less safe.
I mean, think about it. This glider, this glacier glider, will be willing to bring that song word to work in there and possibly hurt a customer.
Yeah, exactly. He said customer gets smart. Customer got a bad attitude and get short with him. Yeah, that fucking son word will fucking go off on the customer. Because here's the thing. He know he didn't earn it, so he won't appreciate it. Sons are like bitches a little bit. You know how bitches don't appreciate nothing that they haven't earned? You know what I mean? Like if you give a bitch something she don't deserve, she'll just destroy it. You know what I mean? Sons are kind of like that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, this glider act, man, I can't say enough. Like, look, if you want to put your family in danger, go ahead, bro. But do not put the rest of us in danger with your bullshit, bro.
Yeah, man. This shit is awful, man. You talking about awful? This is horrible. This is a horrible fucking display. And this guy, he thinks he's so virtuous, but it's sad, man. And this is the state of white America, man. This is the state of white America. White people are like this.
Yeah, yeah. Whether they like it or not, they're like this.
This is how they are, man. And it's DNA. It's nothing really that can be done about it, man. Not too much that can be done about it, man. Unfortunately, man. And I don't take happiness in that, man, that nothing can be done about it. I really wish something could be done about it, man. But just like my DNA, man, DNA is undefeated.
To continuing to be part of the community. Have a great day. Merry Christmas.
And they say they actually haven't had something like this happen here in a very long time. They credited that to active patrols from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. Live in Arden, Peyton Headley, KCRA 3 News.
Would love to do a follow-up story with that thief actually working there and working that off. So
what? White people are just lost, man. I don't know if Elon Musk or Trump can save y'all, man.
Where is this at? What part of the country is that at?
This is in shout out to Douglas Chunks, man. The Douglas Chunks. He says, "Happy Friday, nation, and salute to Chief Sleeps on Streams." Yeah, man, that's my name. Chief Sleeps on Stream. Even though, for the record, man, let's just say for the record, you missed the stream on the website the other day, man. We did a stream on the website the other day, Douglas, man. You probably was enough because you were a late bloomer. It was earlier, but yeah, man. Chief Sleeps on Streams hasn't slept on a stream in what? How long has it been, Wicked, man? That's been about a week, right? Or two, maybe two.
Like a week or two.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time, man. I ain't slept on the stream in a long time, man. So yeah, man, I've been y'all gonna have to call me something else, man. Y'all gonna have to give me another Indian name, man. Soon. I gotta earn my Indian name, man, my new Indian name.
County Sheriff's Office. Live in Arden, Peyton Headley, KCRA 3 News.
Would love to do a
What part
follow-up
of the country was this at?
This is Sacramento.
story with that thief actually working there and working that off. So hopefully they'll see the offer. Thanks.
This bitch literally said she hopes the thief sees this.
Thief actually
hopes the thief sees this new segment. Like the thief is sitting there like, hey man, I should go down there and ask for a job.
Yeah. Right. I think they think that he's doing that because he needs work. He don't want your job, bro.
This California though, man. I can see how they vote for all that bullshit. Now, you know what I mean? Like if this is how they are, I can see how they just literally like have no clue.
Maybe it's the weather and they're just in such a good mood, you know? Because the weather is pretty nice over there.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh man. Holy moly. Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
Working there and working that off. So hopefully they'll see the offer. Thanks.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. I can't help y'all white people, man. Y'all do that shit. I'm trying to help, man. Y'all fucking make it hard on the motherfucker, man. Let's see this again, man.
New developments at 5. The homeowner accused of shooting 2 teens, he says, tried to steal packages from his porch. He's now in jail, facing serious charges. Police arrested Rakeem Bradford this morning. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in Southwest Atlanta, where that shooting took place. And Tom, some neighbors say shooting teens over packages really makes no sense.
Oh, God.
And Karen, some people are divided. Many people are divided over this issue that began on that porch right there. Some people here say teens are out of control, and this is what you get when you steal. Others say shooting teens over packages makes no sense. I spoke to one neighbor who told me she can understand Rakeem Bradford's frustrations.
I can, but to shoot, I don't know. I just don't feel you should have shot him.
Nubian Barnes lives across the street from Rakeem Bradford, the man accused of shooting 2 teens. He says tried to steal his packages from his porch. She says the shooting was excessive and the teens could have been killed.
He could have been facing murder charges because of a package that probably didn't cost that much. It definitely don't cost a human life.
Atlanta police say it happened Thursday afternoon around.
Shut the fuck up with your fucking turquoise hair. Shut the and pink glasses. Shut the fuck up. Listen, man. Let me tell you this, man. You could have kept that to yourself, man. Because if when Pookie shoot up the block and kill a kid, all you gonna say is, man, we gotta put the guns down. You ain't gonna give no fucking thoughtful ass answer when Pookie shoot up some shit. Press 1. Don't get no thoughtful ass answer when a motherfucking homeowner protects his property. Because if them niggas would have shot him, you'd have been like, everybody just need to get along.
Right. We gotta help those kids. Those kids need love.
Yeah, fuck you, man. I hate these people, man. Now she wanna be all fucking introspective and shit. Niggas always day late and $1 fucking short.
She says the shooting was excessive and the teens could have been killed.
He could have been facing murder charges because of a package that probably didn't cost that much. It definitely don't cost a human life.
Atlanta police say it happened Thursday afternoon around 3:30 at the Villages of Cascade townhomes. They say Bradford shot a 15-year-old boy in the foot. Police say he shot a second teen in the arm. Both taken to Grady Hospital, expected to survive. Bradford now faces 2 counts of aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during a felony. Some people said they are fed up with crime and out-of-control teens, and they understand Bradford's frustration. Others said the shooting went too far.
That's crazy. To me, like, you call the police. That's what police are for.
It's just so much over packages. Packages can be replaced.
Barnes says Bradford is now in a world of trouble, his freedom in jeopardy over packages.
If you feel that your packages are not...
Y'all should be, first of all, man, not just taking my pack, coming on my property. And then if you rob, you steal. If you steal, you'll kill, man. If you don't understand, if you steal, you will kill. If them little fuckers had a gun on him and he comes out, they'll shoot his ass.
I didn't have a gun.
Lying leads to stealing and stealing leads to killing, man. These motherfuckers are so fucking stupid, man. If these kids will come on your property and steal your shit, they will kill you.
Yeah. But the people commenting, man, they're ass backwards for sure.
Jeez. Unbelievable, man. And they're all like chastising the man. They should be like, I hope he's one of them. The fucking thugs will rob them tomorrow because they're going to get out the hospital soon. And the thugs will rob them tomorrow. He's one of them. He's a fellow homeowner. And they're like throwing him under the bus, talking about murder and shit. They shouldn't have even brought that shit up or spoke that shit into existence. They should have been like, yeah, he don't deserve no murder charges. That should have been the shit they was talking about. Like, he don't deserve a murder charge for that. I mean, he need to, you know, they're like, damn, he could be charged with murder for that. Like, damn, like, I hate you. Y'all are awful, man. Man. Let's go ahead, man. Let's move on, man.
Gonna be safe. Do pick up.
She said, if you want to be safe, do pickup. Did you hear her? She said, man, if you want your package to come, go to the fucking FedEx place and pick it up. If you don't want your package stolen. These people are awful, man. That's y'all response to this incident? Y'all are awful, man. Y'all are worse than white people, because these white person gonna get a fucking do the job, and would have gave them a job and shit. Y'all motherfuckers just want to let them be free. At least we can keep tabs on them with the white man. Y'all just want them motherfuckers out there and shit, just out there just doing anything. Y'all awful, man.
Yeah, it's the damnedest thing, man. Every time they like advocate for the degenerate. Every time.
Every single time. It's really, really strange, man. Really, really strange, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. You gotta fucking be around these motherfuckers, knowing that's how they think and shit.
Do pick up.
And a knocked on Bradford.
In a world of trouble, his freedom in jeopardy over packages.
If you feel that your packages are not going to be safe, do pick up.
And I knocked on Bradford's door to see if anyone could explain his side of the story. No one answered. Like I said, this issue is dividing a lot of people, but the consensus appears to be if you're not under attack, your life isn't threatened, let those packages go and replace them. We're live in Southwest Atlanta. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
That's a gated community. It tied up everything in there yesterday as we were working to learn just what happened. Wow, Tom, thank you so much.
Yeah. Or you could defend your property.
Right.
I mean, again, mind you, the fact that they were not armed, I'm surprised.
Right.
An 80-year-old woman's home was shot up early Monday morning. Good Thursday afternoon, and thank you so much for choosing to get your news from us. I'm Alex Whitler. We have video of two young men shooting at that home. And Fox 5's Eric Perry joins us live now with the story. Eric.
What about these two young men? Do we forgive them too? Do we forgive them too?
Man, you know she would. You know she'd forgive them. She would say some shit like, man, we need to, downtime's the devil's time.
Wow.
I gotta keep kids busy.
Wow. Fucking A, man.
Good to see you. More than two young men. We believe it's probably anywhere from 4 to 5 young men. This is a home in a subdivision across from Chapel Hill Middle School. We're not going to give the exact address because whoever's responsible, they are still out there. And we want to make sure we protect the victim in this case, who is 78 years old, living here by herself. Take a look at the damage here on this window. That's just part of it. My photographer Zorn, if you could look over here as well, you can see on the shutters holes there, right through there, go up to the top. You can see where it went through. Inside, it went through the ceiling, through the roof. And then let's go back over here to this guest room. Several shots inside of there. Good.
Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. Sponsor the show via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. This is absolutely fucking awful, man. Jeez.
News is no one inside the home was hurt, but just a really scary scene there. Let's get you to some video of the actual damage here inside of the home. Just walking you through. This happened this morning in DeKalb County around 2:30 this morning. Older woman, 78 years old, was inside. I'm going to walk you through what I want to show you. The first thing is we have Ring video from a neighbor across the street showing, and I want to direct you to the bottom right corner. You can see those flashes, and it is a lot of gunfire, all of it hitting this home. Second, I'm going to let you listen to Miss Mary DePass here, as I asked her what was her prayer as this gunfire was happening. That is what you're about to listen to. Take a listen.
Prayer was, Lord, please protect me, keep me safe.
I ain't even gonna lie. I thought she was gonna say, when she started talking, I was like, oh my God, she's gonna say, Lord, protect them. Like, I literally thought she was gonna say that. I'm so glad she didn't say that, man.
I have so much to live for. I have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and I want to be here for them a little bit longer. So that was my prayer.
Okay, I believe we have video, if we can show, of the actual gunfire that's happening here. If we could show that as well. If not, someone talk with me in my ear, and I will continue to show you what's out here live. All right, so let's show you what the actual gunfire sounded like as she hit the floor, she says, when all of this unfolded.
Man, that's sad.
Yo, the fuck?
That's sad. Think about what she said, right? That moment was huge for her. But to those onwards, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. They don't give a fuck. If they would have found out that she got killed, they would claim that body. These niggas wicked.
Right.
I'm not saying they would be bragging about it, but they would, like, if they had like 5 bodies, they would start saying they had 6. That's what I mean, like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I think they will reflect on it in I'm a savage kind of way, I'm a savage. Yeah, we know you're a fucking savage.
Yes, you are. Very savage. Very, very savage. Very, 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 very savage. Jeez.
Yeah, those were the scary moments there, and it was so important for us to let you listen to just all of it there as those barrage of bullets hitting this home as this older woman was inside here. We are working to find more information with police if there's anything that you might know that might be able to help in this particular case. Of course, we want you to come forward. There was also some evidence left behind there. They're hoping that will match with whoever's responsible for this. And they believe she has cameras here, but they believe that they used some sort of Wi-Fi blocker that made those cameras go down. We will walk you through everything and just a terrifying ordeal here when you join us starting at 3 on the streaming and 4 right here on Fox 5 News. A very scary situation, but she's fortunate to not be injured. I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
It just doesn't even make sense to hear someone say an 80-year-old grandmother was praying she would survive a shootout. Eric, thank you.
Makes perfect sense. I mean, let's be real. But you know what I think, and forgive me for being so blunt, but I think maybe the best case scenario would be that they're ops. Just get rid of them. Just take them out the board, man. As opposed to the cops grabbing them, and then we got to do this whole not guilty bullshit, and do the Glider song and dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ops, look at what they did in that video. That was abhorrent. The ops want to get them off the board. They're dangerous.
Yeah, the motherfuckers is crazy, man.
They're a problem for the ops.
We have been discussing here in the Fox 5 newsroom because it involves a off-duty police officer allegedly shooting a man outside of a business in Buckhead. Angelique's been speaking with the family, Angelique Proctor. And Angelique, we know the GBI is investigating this, and the family says they want to see the video of this off-duty cop shooting their loved one. How did this happen? Why is the family so upset?
Well, good afternoon to you, Ariel. Yeah, this family is absolutely devastated. They said they are really just begging for answers. They want to know why their loved one and their father was shot and killed by this off-duty Atlanta police officer. Now, this all happened, this deadly shooting happened to 44-year-old Linton Blackwell back in October behind a dive bar in Buckhead. Now, Blackwell and Erica Bowtry were the parents of twin 15-year-old daughters. You see them there. Family and friends say they were just stunned when the autopsy revealed that Blackwell was actually shot 17 times in the back. And I think it's safe to say, Ariel, that that is what has them so upset. The family wants to see that body cam video, and they say that this deadly shooting has really just turned their lives upside down.
Say I'm okay, but not okay, because we just want to know exactly what happened to him, because we were in each other's lives almost every day. Like, he was present every day, and it's something missing, because we would usually, you know, call him.
My dad, he was a great father figure. He was the type of person to always help out with my friends, or just an opening person. He was always giving. If I needed anything, he always got me. Even if he didn't have it, he would work very hard to make sure I had it. He would always give me motivational speeches or teach me right from wrong. I was kind of like, he was my best friend.
My dad had he always, even when I did wrong and I was in the wrong times, he always create me, and he was forgive me, and always tried to teach me what was right, so I could succeed in life and don't do stuff that he would do or be. He always wanted us to be better, and
don't do stuff he would do. Yeah, man. He got shot in the back 20 times or something by the cop, off-duty cop, while after a fight. So he was fighting with somebody, so he's probably turned up. We don't know what happened, man. But we covered this when it happened. He was a rapper, too. He was a rapper, this guy.
Wishing would be prepared to life, and be a leader by one of the people.
So clearly Blackwell was a girl dad, and it was just heartbreaking to hear his 15-year-old daughters reflecting on their father. Now, a little bit more about what happened here. According to Atlanta police, they say Blackwell and another man were actually in a dispute at that bar. Blackwell was asked to leave the bar. He was walking to his car, and that's when this off-duty Atlanta police officer, Gerald Walker, followed him. Now, Walker says that Blackwell put something in the back of his waistband. The officer said Blackwell did not comply with commands, and that's when the officer opened fire. Now, the officer involved shooting was turned over to the GBI, as is customary, but Atlanta City Council actually got involved by passing a resolution just last week asking police to show the family the body cam video, and that is pretty unusual. Their attorney, Gabe Banks, says that that type of transparency should really be present in all officer-involved shootings.
I don't want to rush to judgment. I don't want the family to rush to judgment. We should afford law enforcement officials the opportunity to conduct an investigation. But there's no reason, while alongside that investigation that they're conducting, that they can't give the family the decency and the courtesy and the opportunity to see the footage from that evening. It wouldn't otherwise interfere with the integrity of the investigation. I take issue with that. I mean, they are a grieving family that wants answers. And so here we are asking that abide by the resolution that was passed by all of the city council men and women. If he did something wrong, let them know that, right? Let them view the body cam footage.
And that resolution did pass here at Atlanta City Hall just last week unanimously by all of the city council members. Now, as we said, this is now in the GBI's hands, so APD is no longer the lead on it. The GBI is investigating. I talked to them today. They described it as an open and active investigation, and of course, once the GBI finishes, they will pass it on to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, and a decision will be made about whether there will be charges in this case. But certainly, when you hear 17 shots to the back, it does give lots of people pause. In fact, we had over 10 speakers to come out here to City Hall during the last city council meeting just last week to speak to council about this, to say that they want justice, that they want more transparency, more openness. They want the family to be able to see the body cam video from this shooting.
Angelique, an absolute tragedy. I can only hope this family gets the answers they seek. You know, when you think about an off-duty police officer, it's interesting because how would someone know that someone's a police officer if they're not in uniform, they're not on the clock? Obviously, a lot of questions. But like you said, the fact that he was shot in the back, that's something that we know. And the fact that there were so many shots, I can understand why so many people want to understand what happened.
The officer was actually working security at the bar, and so he was in that capacity. This gentleman was just there to enjoy the evening, and things just went awry, and he ended up deceased.
Angelique, thanks so much for joining us, explaining this story. I actually was in the area when this happened, so I do remember this story vividly. Absolutely just, you know, giving his family a lot of strength and encouragement because no one should have to lose a loved one. So, Angelique, thank you so much for joining us. I'll let you go ahead and continue to news gather as you get ready for other hours of news here on Fox Local. Thank you.
Salute to Gary Goose. Shout out to Gary Goose, man. Jeez. Man, so much. Wow. Wow.
Fort Worth police are searching for the suspects they say shot and killed a woman earlier this morning. Investigators say she was just trying to help recover a stolen car and confronted the people that police believe were responsible. As our Amelia McGavro reports, officers are now using this case as a warning for you.
Fort Worth police responded to a shooting at the Sun Valley Motel off of Jacksboro Highway just after 5 a.m. Friday. But it's what led up to the gunfire that's raising concerns.
During the investigation, officers learned that a adult male subject was with this adult female victim, and they were attempting to locate a stolen vehicle that belonged to the male.
Investigators say the woman and her friend eventually came face to face with the suspects outside the motel, all without reporting the stolen car to police. Motel employees would not speak to us on camera, but told us both cars, the victims and the suspects, pulled up around the same time. A confrontation followed, then gunfire.
When officers arrived, they located an adult female that had been shot one time. She was transported to a local hospital. Unfortunately, she did not survive her injuries.
Now, police say there are still many unanswered questions with this case, but they are using the shooting as a reminder to the community. Their main message: to never pursue a theft suspect without law enforcement's help.
Do not attempt to recover the vehicle itself, to stay back, keep eyes on if you can, do that safely. However, to call the police. If you call the police and you say, hey, listen, my vehicle was stolen.
Officers say if there is enough evidence, investigators will still pursue personal property theft cases like this, but say identifying the suspects can be challenging.
Upon their arrival, they're going to obviously look for any possible evidence, witnesses, surveillance, anything at all that could potentially help with this offense.
Police are also working to determine what led up to both the theft and the shooting, noting that car thefts often increase during the colder months.
As far as if anybody is in the habit of going outside and starting their vehicle, going inside waiting for it to warm up, unfortunately, there are people that drive around and all they simply have to do is look for exhaust coming out of an empty vehicle to realize that it's empty and it's on.
The victim's name has not been released, and officers are asking anyone with information to contact the Fort Worth Police Department. In Fort Worth, Amelia McGavro, CBS News, Texas.
Wow. Damn, confronting somebody over a stolen car? Now that's crazy. I've done that several times too. Jesus Christ, I did that several times. Back in the early 2000s and shit. I've done that. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. It's crazy, crazy town.
A well-known activist in Oklahoma City charged with embezzling money meant for Black Lives Matter OKC.
Reverend T. Sharia Moore Dickerson is charged federally with wire fraud and money laundering. KOCO's Olivia Hickey on this breaking news for us right now. She joins us live in the newsroom. What are you learning, Olivia?
Yeah, guys, it's just coming into our newsroom. The Department of Justice claims Dickerson deposited over $3 million and returned bail checks into her personal account from the Black Lives Matter Oklahoma City's account from June 2020 till at least October of this year. Some notable expenses the funds covered include recreational travel to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic for herself.
Recreational travel to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic. Fuck.
And associates, at least $50,000 in food and grocery deliveries for herself and her kids, tens of thousands of dollars spent in retail shopping, a personal vehicle registered in her name, 6 properties in her name or in the name of Equity International LLC, an entity only she has control over. Although, according to the indictment, she claims the church property she purchased back in 2021 was intended to be used as a BLM OKC community center. The property was placed in her own name. Now, back in 2020, the organization raised money to support its social justice mission from online donors and national bail funds. Over $5 million was raised, some through grants with national bail funds. The indictment says the money from the grants was supposed to assist people arrested in connection to protests for racial justice following George Floyd's death. The indictment also alleges Dickerson used interstate wire communications to submit 2 false annual reports to the Alliance for Global Justice on behalf of BLM OKC. She reported the funds were only used for tax-exempt purposes. The DOJ says she did disclose the funds went toward personal benefits. She faces up to 20 years in prison and up to $250,000 for each count of wire fraud. Now, within the last hour, Dickerson did post to her personal Facebook page on a Facebook Live saying she's been advised by her attorney not to comment. We did reach out to her personally as well this afternoon. We have yet to hear back. That indictment is now live on KOCO.com for you to view. Stick with us as the situation unfolds. Reporting live in the newsroom, Olivia Hickey, KOCO 5 News.
Damn. BLM still at it. Still. Jeez.
You gotta respect the hustle, man.
Yeah. You gotta respect it, man. They just won't stop. Like every chapter is like some crooked shit. You would think like now, okay, it's hot. The block is hot right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, they don't give a fuck. Block is hot, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy because, you know, it's like glider giveth and the glider taketh.
I'm telling you. Excuse me.
One could argue that
cold case. Go ahead.
One could argue that the gliders set these brothers up for failure by giving them the money in the first place, hoping they fuck up. You know how the gliders be.
Let's see who did this cold case, because a lot of times, who y'all think killed this girl in this cold case in Seattle? Like
what's the title?
DNA breakthrough in 1994 cold case.
Seattle, I'm gonna say glider.
More than 30 years after the murder of 14-year-old Tanya Frazier, the cold case may finally have some answers. Prosecutors have charged 57-year-old Mark Russ with first-degree murder with sexual motivation.
A break in DNA evidence linked the man to the case that has
Mark
haunted
Russ,
her
that's it,
mother
man.
and the entire community. Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman sat down with her and a private investigator as she prepares to face her daughter's accused killer in court.
So it just brings up little memories of different things.
For 31 years, the answers never came, but the memories
10 years.
never left.
Her new bike.
This is how Teresa Frazier keeps her daughter close. Tanya's birthday parties, always around Halloween because she was born October 29th. Costumes, party hats, and a good time frozen on glossy paper.
Where we were living when she disappeared was the backyard.
Then there's also Tanya's last professional photo, framed but not hanging. It stays tucked in Teresa's room, too hard to see every day. Teresa is preparing to walk into the King County courtroom and for the first time face the man prosecutors say killed her daughter.
I'm actually nervous about it.
Detectives knocked on Teresa's door to let her know prosecutors have charged 57-year-old Mark Anthony
God
Russ with murder.
damn it.
Man, yo. Man, I know I should have fucking went with Black.
Yeah, man, you should always bet on Black. Yeah, but you do say that.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. I know better.
Yeah, you know better. You like that fat white guy at that fucking ice cream shop, man. You worse than him, man.
Right. Damn. yo, that fat fuck would forgive this motherfucker.
God damn. Jeez Louise.
I mean, what's new, man? They said it was,
New
what, 30
DNA
years ago?
technology tied him to Tanya's disappearance
What's
and
new?
death in July of 1994.
Kind of brought up emotions all over again of like the day they came out and told me that they found her and she was killed.
Seattle police say Tanya was last seen leaving Mini Middle School on a Monday. Her body was found 2 days later. For more than 3 decades, Rose Winquist has been working Tanya's case since the very beginning.
You know, notes upon notes upon notes.
Rose kept every note she wrote. Tanya's face inside every other page. A teen she met threw mementos in her bedroom.
She was a little 14-year-old girl. I have letters that I took from her room that talk about my life story, you know, and I had to laugh. And it's like, and she talks about things like, oh, there's this new character on Sesame Street. He's really cute. His name's Elmo, right?
Rose says there were clues, even back then, that Russ may have lived steps from someone Tanya knew. Russ's mother lived across the street from Mini Middle School, according to court documents. Rose doesn't believe Tanya was someone he chose randomly.
The reason, potentially, that he killed her is because she could identify him.
Court documents say Russ, an unregistered sex offender, was convicted several times, including of a home invasion robbery in 1996. He was sentenced to life in prison, but in 2021, he was resentenced and released from prison due to changes in state law. Teresa has lost more than a
Floyd
daughter.
effect.
You know,
The Floyd effect got this nigga out of prison. Oh, shit. That's crazy. That nigga, man.
Registered sex offender was convicted several times, including of a home invasion robbery in 1996. He was sentenced to life in prison, but in 2021, he was resentenced and released from prison due to changes in state law. Teresa has lost more than a daughter.
You know, she could have been married now. She could have had kids, grandkids. And she didn't have a chance to even finish high school because this man took her life.
But the question Teresa is now asking is why the man charged in her daughter's murder slipped through the system for decades.
I think in many ways...
Hold on. Is that his? Is that his? These are the grandparents. These aren't the parents. These must be the grandparents. Okay.
Through the system for decades.
I think in many ways the system failed, Tanya, because the DNA, like I said, has definitely progressed over the years, and the police had it early on, but the problem was they didn't have the killers.
Teresa and Rose never stopped trying to keep Tanya's case alive. Now they're holding on to hope that justice won't slip away. The difference now is they're focused on remembering Tanya, not the crime, but the child she was.
I will always remember her as a sweet person and loving. She was just a happy kid, and that her life got taken away.
You know, it does give hope to a lot of families out there of unsolved murders when they have the DNA, but it's important for people to understand these detectives that go back and work these cases, they have to get the original case, have that retested to see if there is DNA.
Shit.
How you doing, guys?
What's happening, man?
How you doing? I just took my dog for a walk, and I'm back to partake.
Wow, man. Yeah, man. You're wild, crazy guy over there, man. Slow down, man. Let's see what is going on now. Let's see what's going on. Damn. Always bet on black. Shit. All right, there we go. Let me see what's in the news. What's going on new? What's new? What's happening right now? New drug rocks Blue City. You look like a zombie.
A new drug is being blamed for turning parts of Philadelphia
Trank.
into what some are calling Zombieland.
Trank.
Okay,
What's
you
his
have
name?
seen the video of this.
Then I knew
First
it.
it was heroin, then it was fentanyl and trank. Now a new compound called
Drum roll.
metatomidine. Doctor, you schooled me in the commercial.
Meta
I think I
what?
got it. Called metatomidine. Doctor, you schooled me in the commercial. I think I got it. Metatomidine is flooding Kensington Avenue, the city's notorious open-air drug market.
Cheaper
Health
than
officials
fentanyl.
and first responders say it's producing even more extreme sedation and brutal crashes than what came before. Anything more than what we've seen. A new piece
200
highlights
times
the
stronger than
intense
Trank.
effects of this drug. Quote, there are no stages to the high. And this is from Tony. You go straight to sleep. You do it, you wake up, you're sick. That's from Christine. You don't even know you're passing out. The article goes on to say, this isn't like nodding off. Along Kensington Avenue, people shuffle in near catatonic states, bent at right angles, some frozen
It's the
mid-stride.
gateway to the Matrix.
Meanwhile, a biotech company is working on a vaccine that would blunt the effects of another powerful drug, fentanyl. The company hopes to start testing
A
that
vaccine.
soon with the goal of preventing
That's what everybody
overdose
needs.
deaths. All right, I want to take this in pieces. Let's start with this first drug. And I mean, if you're at angle, you do look like a zombie. What is happening to the brain?
This is a drug called metatomidine, as you said, that's 100 times more powerful than Trank, xylazine. Everybody knows about Trank. They've heard about that. It's very sedating, and it lowers your heart rate and blood pressure. This is 100 times more powerful. So if you think what's happening, you're completely out of it. What I'm
The
worried about
graphics
is
at
two
200
things. One,
times.
it's
Somebody's
laced
lying.
with fentanyl all the time. So you're out of it, and then fentanyl causes you to stop breathing, or the metatomidine stops your heart or lowers your heart rate or lowers your blood pressure, and you go and you die. This together, and Narcan, which works against fentanyl temporarily, doesn't work against this. So you need a totally different antidote.
Right.
It's almost like an emergency responder has to come with a huge kit of antidotes now. Horrible.
Cheryl, you know what it's not almost, but exactly like? Oh, somebody, I bet, in some industry thought, well, if we put something out there that Narcan can't fix, maybe we'll need a new fix for this.
Yeah, it's called China. You might have heard of them. They're the ones that are sending all the chemicals that create fentanyl, filter it through Mexico. It was coming through the open border. That has stopped now, but we've got to make sure that it doesn't come back. And that's another, I guess, topic of discussion. But as far as this vaccine that you mentioned for fentanyl,
yeah.
That, I think, is fascinating. This is from, it's a collaboration of University of Houston and Tulane University. And basically, it is a vaccine that you would be given to where if fentanyl were to ever, say, accidentally come into your system, which we know many deaths in the United States have happened, kids didn't know that whatever they were smoking was laced with fentanyl,
No, but,
and they died.
but they were tampering with something that they were perhaps not supposed to have.
Of course,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they did not mean to ingest fentanyl,
Right.
and there you go, pass away. So the fact that this could be a vaccine that could be given to people in your body, you would never get the high, apparently, what the researchers are saying, you would never get the high of fentanyl
Oh,
because it
sure.
would never get to your brain. Your body would never connect to it. I thought that was so fascinating.
So can that stop the addiction? Like, is it more than a vaccine? Does it help? Because if your brain's not feeling the
What
effects
else
of
does
fentanyl,
it
maybe you
stop?
won't
That's
want it.
that's
Does that
it.
help?
That's absolutely true. And
This
the
whole
way
thing
we-
feels like a planted discussion about these new drugs we're all going to be taking.
Yeah,
Vaccines that are.
vaccine. People not trusting no vaccine no more, man. People not
It's
trusting that shit. Man.
forcing everybody to get a vaccine would be easier, I guess, than enforcing the law and, stopping that stuff from coming through.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, the Democrats fighting for the fucking drug smugglers, the narco terrorists, man. They're on their side, man. So let's see what we hit a lot of stuff, man. Let's see what's on Hezekiah, man. Shout out to Hezekiah News and Film, man. We'll see what he got on his channel, man. Shout out to him, man. But it's him right here, yeah. Salute to him, man. We should check it out.
No Old Bay chicken wings, nothing.
Someone's going to steal it off of the Greyhound bus.
Oh man, you should have brought me something anyway.
I wish I would, but I will next time.
That's all right. Next time I get to Baltimore, I will definitely have my Old Bay wings.
Definitely look me up.
Yes. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, brother.
Appreciate you for having me, for real.
I am a fan of your work. You're the founder of Hezekiah News and Films.
Yes, sir.
And you're also a digital archivist.
Mm-hmm.
What is a digital archivist? Let's start with that. Explain to me and my viewers what is a digital archivist.
A digital archivist is someone sort of like a librarian, but instead of they going down to a dusty basement to collect books
and microfiche
and microfilms and doing all that, we can now, with the advance of the internet, just go to digital archives. Say in Baltimore, we have the Enoch Pratt Library. In New York, you have the New York Public Library.
Right.
So now their archives, or Library of Congress, their archives are now digitized, which means it took years for them to take all of that and digitize into digital format. So what I do is I go through all of that. It could be a long process, and find the little, unique things that social media would like, oh wow, we found this from 1954 that says this, so and try to apply it to what's going on today.
So wait a minute. So you mean to tell me, and we're jumping ahead with my questions. So basically, the archival footage that you obtain for your videos is public, for public use. Like anybody can go get it.
Anybody can go find it.
Okay. Well, we don't want to give away too much.
Yes,
we don't want to be. But as I said,
ain't nobody gonna do that shit. Ain't nobody gonna do it. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do all that shit. Okay, so that's him. That's Hezekiah. Let's see what he got on his channel, man. Today, man. Let's see. I think we did this, yeah. Whipped for beating his wife. That was the last one we did.
By the patriarchy?
Wives judge 56 wife beaters, all but 3 to eat turkey at home. This is Chicago. This happened in Chicago in 1935. The shit is kind of grainy. Let's see if we can read it. Today was wife beaters judgment day in Judge Robert J. Doone's court, with the wives judging, but only 3 husbands got socked. 56 braved the rulings of their better halves, fully empowered by the court. to pass on their pledges of reform with Thanksgiving dinner at home or as guests of the county, the alternative sentences. Only 3 regretted their trust in the little woman, while their co-defendants in the family court walked out proudly to strop the butcher knives for the holiday repast. The trio shuffled silently to Bridewell cells. All the cases had been continued by Judge Doon from September 1st, so there'd be plenty of time for the carousers to prove they had quit. But Miss Mary McNulty said her husband William not only squandered his last paycheck, but had beat her. He drew 60 days with Mary's approbation. A sister, Anna, instead of wife, ruled that Frank Fenton, 32, had been misbehaving again after recently being placed on probation. He got 100 days. Anna Sipiak decided her husband earned 3 months in the Bridwell for habitual loafing, spending her $500 savings and shouting profanities before the children. Wow.
A simpler time.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, history is crazy, man. You really see what was going on back in them days, man. I mean, I think women would love that nowadays. Women would love to bring that back.
Or they'd find a way to be miserable about it.
Oh yeah, definitely, without a doubt. Betrays him to the police. Girl tells of $3,000 reward for Negro's capture. Philadelphia, August 17th. What year is this? 1908. Charles W. Radcliffe, a Negro, said to be wanted in North Carolina for the murder of a white man, was held here today to await requisition. The Negro was arrested on the charge of larceny made by his sweetheart, a negress with whom he was boarding in this city. At the hearing, the girl, angered by the perfidy of the man. What's perfidy? Let me look that word up, man. I don't know what perfidy means. Perfidy. Untrustworthiness. Oh, he was a cheater. Okay. So he killed the white man in North Carolina, fled to Philly, jacked up with a chick, and then was cheating on him. God damn, son. Damn, son, man. At the hearing, the girl, angered by the perfidy of the man, told the police of the Southern murder. He said a reward of $3,000 was offered to Radcliffe's capture. Detectives questioned the Negro, and he admitted, they say, that he shot and killed a white man at Christmas time last year in Plymouth, North Carolina. He said the shooting was done in self-defense.
That's always the claim. It's always got, then it's upon the prosecution to prove it wasn't self-defense.
Daniel Penny, man. I mean, not Daniel. What's his name? Austin Rick.
I gotta say, hearing the word negress, it sounds so much more elegant and cultured than sister.
Yeah. It said no requisition papers have been asked of Governor Glenn for the Negro Radcliffe. held in Philadelphia, alleged to have murdered a man in Plymouth. It is impossible tonight to get access to the reward book in the Capitol to see if any reward has been offered. So this is a deep dive into the case. The 1908 incident, key players, Charles Radcliffe, the defendant, the unnamed sweetheart, the informant, the governor of North Carolina, Robert B. Glenn. The mechanics of the betrayal. This article is a classic example of how personal disputes in the early 20th century often spilled over into the legal system with high-stakes consequences. Yeah. Yeah, the arrest. That's crazy, man. $3,000 would be $105,000 today.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see if you have a it said while specific records for Charles Radcliffe execution in North Carolina do not appear in the primary capital punishment database for 1908 to 1909, we can infer the probable conclusion based on the era's legal statistics. So they say he probably was murdered. Lynched or whatever. Wow.
They can infer that he must have been lynched, but still maintain he was probably innocent.
It was Christmas lynching in Baltimore suburb. Negro who killed white man taken to Brooklyn jail. Another, we was whacking white people out back in the days, man. God, this is a different story, man. Negro who killed white man.
Though? Is it really?
I mean, it's the same old song.
It's the same story as last night.
It's a different story, but it's the same song. Salute to Eric S. Man. Eric S. Man in the building. Shout out to Eric S. Man. Salute to you, bro. It's the same song, but it's a different story. Wow. Wow. Christmas lynching in Baltimore suburb. Negro who killed white man taken from Brooklyn jail and shot to death. No guard on duty at night.
Back then, we would lynch a Negro and hang lights on him to celebrate the holidays.
Schwab brothers, white, quarreled with King Davis, a Negro, over a pool game. No clue to the lynchers. Wow. A pool game led to this shit.
So he killed a white guy over a pool game and then got strung up.
Here go the story. Early Sunday morning, 1911. December 25th, 1911. King Davis, a young Negro, and Frank Schwab, white, probably Jewish, Schwab, right?
Or German.
Okay. King Davis and Frank Schwab, white, who had been playing pool together in a saloon at Fairfield, just over the Patapsco River from the city, quarrels. The Negro had lost 3 consecutive games to the white man and was disgruntled. Both had been drinking. When they left the saloon, the Negro cursed Schwab, who appeared indifferent to his language. Just think about it. This is 1911. Some Negroes like walking down the street cussing out a white man. But Schwab's brother, Frederick, struck the Negro, who drew a pistol and shot Frederick through the heart.
That's the response to being punched.
Yeah, man. The pistol was within a few inches of the man's breast, so near that his coat was burned by the powder. The Negro was arrested and taken to jail in Brooklyn, a suburb of Baltimore. Last night, friends of Schwab burst the lock of the rear door of the jail without attracting attention. They found Davis asleep in his cell. Hubert Chase, a Negro held as a witness in the case, was in a cell nearby.
Held as a witness?
Yeah. He was held as a witness in the case.
Put him in jail. He's a witness.
Probably for safety. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But Davis, Jesus Christ. Hubert Chase, a Negro held as a witness in the case, was in a cell nearby but was not disturbed. Davis resisted, but his cries were silenced by a blow to the head with a hatchet. He was then dragged some distance from the jail and shot to death, several bullets piercing his body. No guard is kept at the jail at night. Wow, that's crazy. No one, not even the neighbors, accept the shots, which were thought to be from Christmas revelers. The result of the inquest was a verdict that Davis came to his death by bullet wounds inflicted by parties unknown to the jury. Between the saloon and the scene of the lynchings, the Negro was knocked down and there was a trail of blood. Residents of Brooklyn say the Negroes living there are orderly and industrious. But those living in Fairfield, have been in the habit of coming to Brooklyn and causing serious disturbances. Residents would not allow the white and children to go on the street at night. Wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah. They ruled the streets.
Wow.
1911.
Residents would not allow the white people and children.
They've been free for 2 generations at this point.
It's like women and children. White people and children can't go on the street at night. Holy smokes. Wow. Jeez.
And it's become known as the Great Christmas Massacre of 1911.
You only get this here, man. I swear. Shout out to Hezekiah, man. But nobody does Hezekiah videos. Nobody does the great work he's putting online. No YouTubers do this except for here. That's crazy. Wow. That's insane. Like the fact they said white people and children. Like the streets are that rough because of these people from Fairfield. Because they said the niggas in this town are industrious.
Yeah.
The niggas in Brooklyn, Maryland are industrious, but these Negroes in Fairfield, they coming up here and causing disturbances where no white people and children can be out after dark. It's too rough.
I think it said white women, but the point is still the same.
You think he said white women?
I think it said white women.
It says residents would not allow the white and children.
Oh, the white. Oh, yeah.
And go out on the street at night.
Well, why would they want?
Well, as a white man, I can understand why you would hope they didn't say that. But listen, it's rough
Wishful
out
thinking.
there. If it's rough, like, I mean, the streets is a mother, man. Trust me. Streets are a motherfucker. So, yeah, man, if the white people weren't, like, in that town, because even the blacks weren't savage in that town. So imagine how good the white people were. They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't, you know what I mean? They couldn't hang with those Negroes in the streets.
They were a problem. I wonder how much, you know how like now the press goes to great lengths to sort of downplay racial stories and using language that tries not to incite, righteous outrage on one side or the other of the racial divide. I mean, I wonder if even back then they had to be very careful with the way they spoke about these things so that they didn't create lynch mobs when reporting a story.
Doesn't look like they were being careful.
I don't know. Some of the language feels maybe not clinical, but the gentleman,
Could be the way they talked in that time too. Like they were
could be. But even then, it's the the way people talk versus the way how talk is represented in the media, I'm sure we're different. You had to.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like, yo, hey, yo, man, if y'all see these niggas, man, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, I mean, it seemed the reporting is a lot better than the reporting today, if you ask me.
Yeah, it seems pretty, rich with detail anyway.
Yeah,
they at least tell you a Negro, the attacker was a Negro, and they don't tell you that anymore. Well, some places don't.
Yeah. Thorough reporting. They tell you about the whole incident. Like, the reporting was so much. Now it's just, yeah, we've fallen as we've gotten better with technology. Like, all these people probably read. If you became a writer or a reporter in those days, you probably was so well read, you know what I mean, and so versed in like classical laws of English, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't, you know, you knew like the real English.
Yeah, like those early colonists printing their own papers.
Updates on the incident. The victim of the lynching was King Johnson, aka King Davis, a 28-year-old Black American man. He was lynched on December 26, 1911, in Brooklyn, Maryland, then Anne Arundel County, now part of Baltimore, after shooting and killing Frederick A. Schwab, a white blacksmith.
German.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's drinking. He's a blacksmith. That's not a Jewish guy.
The official updates on the incident and those involved are King Johnson, the victim, was arrested for murder of Frederick Schwab, claiming self-defense after Schwab struck him during an argument. He was taken to the Brooklyn jail. Okay, yeah, so he was there. So they're basically just telling us what we read. It said Governor Goldsboro hired the Burns Detective Agency to conduct a 6-month investigation. So the governor hired some people to investigate this nigga getting lynched. That's crazy. They never tell that part, right? They never tell that part, that the governor wanted to get to the bottom of it and find out what happened. They don't tell that about these lynchings. Press 1. In almost all the lynchings we saw that we've done on this channel, like, somebody has been arrested or brought to justice if they could find it. You know what I mean? As far as I remember. If sometimes they couldn't, do it, but there was
historically, we're supposed to think back of lynchings as the most sort of racially hate-filled hoedowns that could, just like a party. We're stringing one up.
Yeah.
Of an innocent person also.
Judgment was sought. You know what I mean? Judgment was sought in these cases. Salute to everybody out there, man. Let's see. Judgment was sought. It goes on to say that this led to the arrest of 4 men. Frank Schwab, Frederick Schwab's brother, involved in the initial pool argument. Thomas Gleason.
Howard Herring.
Schwab's brother-in-law. John Gleason.
Look at the next one.
Schwab's brother-in-law.
An African-American.
And Howard Herring, an African-American.
He's not listed as a Negro.
Yeah, exactly. Not what he would have been called back then. Thomas and John Gleason were later released due to lack of sufficient evidence. The conclusion: no one was ever convicted for the lynching and murder of King Johnson. The grand jury ultimately ruled the death was caused by lynching by persons unknown. Hubert Chase, the witness, he was a Black American man held in a nearby cell as a witness to the Schwab killing. The mob did not harm him, though his cell was initially mistaken for Johnson's. He was eventually released, and no further record of his involvement in the aftermath is widely cited. In 2019, a historical marker was installed in Anne Arundel County, now part of Baltimore City, as part of a multi-year effort to acknowledge the county's history of racial terror lynchings. It is specifically commemorating King Johnson's lynching. Wow. So they commemorated this guy.
Give him a plaque.
Wow.
Plaque, he gets a plaque.
The Yazoo City tragedy. Yazoo, Mississippi, December 28th, 1883. The Yazoo City tragedy. Details of the Christmas Eve murders. 3 men killed by Negroes and 2 others badly wounded. The result of a barroom quarrel. Yazoo City, Mississippi, one of the most cold-blooded, premeditated assassinations that ever occurred in any community, was committed in this town on Monday night at about 10 o'clock. When 3 men in the prime and vigor of youth were shot down like dogs, and 2 others, also in the prime of life, were seriously and one of them probably mortally wounded by Negroes. Those killed were John T. and Carnot Posey, brothers, and Jasper Nichols, the 2 former being merchants of the firm of Williams and Posey, and the latter a steamboat man. The Poseys were sons of the late General Posey of the Confederate fame. Okay, so yeah, he deserved it. Who fell on the battlefield at the hand of his command. The sons inherited the bravery of their father and were popular and highly regarded throughout this town and county. Let's see if we can. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I got to screenshot this one. I got to screenshot that. That's
Santa Claus goes straight to the ghetto.
I got to screenshot that, man. We got to get that one. That's amazing. That's an amazing picture right there. I'm going to have to use that for
He wears a glove on one hand.
Thumbnail in the future, man. Who knows, man? I might use that for a thumbnail. I don't have to use AI, man. See, I rarely use AI with my thumbnails, but damn, that saved me. That saved me even having to use AI for Black Santa.
You don't want to see this guy coming down your chimney, man.
Hell no, man.
Stepping into your living room.
Fuck no. Yeah, 'tis the season, man. Fuck that, man. He ain't bringing no gifts, man. Says goes on to say Nichols was not so well known in town. That's one of the white men that was killed. But he leaves an excellent reputation as a young man of sterling worth and of industrious and sober habits. He leaves a father and other near relatives. The wounded are Fritz Halder and Henry Ellett, the former county treasurer, the latter a general merchant. So these was upstanding white folk. What they doing in a bar with Negroes? This type of stuff led to segregation. You know that, right? Because it wasn't segregation at first. It was just segregation, Jim Crow, what they call Jim Crow, happened in every little town, in every little city, in every little county over the course of years before it was codified. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but I can see how that could happen.
Yeah, it wasn't segregation at first. It was just they freed the Negroes. There was Reconstruction era, and then this town was like, look, segregation. We segregate, and then it got so widespread that they just codified it in the law. It says it says, damn, look at this shit, man. The shot struck Mr. Halder in one of his lower ribs and came out of his back. But whether it ranged around or penetrated the cavity is not yet known. Mr. Ellett is shot in several places in the side and in the arm. The wounds of neither are considered necessarily fatal, though they are thought to be serious. W.H. Foote, Deputy Internal Revenue Collector for the district, who is a mulatto, was also wounded in the head, being beaten with a stick. The origin of the affair was as follows. As near as can be ascertained, on Monday evening, Richard Gibbs and Kenny Logan, Negroes, had a quarrel at Barkhouse's saloon. And Henry Ellett and John T. Posey, who were present, undertook to stop the disturbance. So
anybody uncertain on the spelling or the plural of Negro, it is OES. So keep that next time you use it.
At this, John James, a Negro, interfered and was told that they wanted nothing out of him. Later in the evening, as Posey and Ellett were passing Lynch's butcher shop where James stayed, James was heard to cry out, "Clear the way, and I will shoot both the sons of bitches." They naturally felt outraged and went to Lynch's butcher shop. Many persons were on the streets. Suddenly, a pistol was fired, and as if it were the signal, firing became general. Pistols and shotguns being used. John Posey was riddled with shot, while his brother Carnot received a charge in the shoulder and side, and a pistol ball struck him in the back and ranged forward through his heart. Nichols was also killed by a charge of shot. Ellett and Halder were shot with pistols and later received a bullet that was probably intended for John Posey, he being by his side. The Negroes were seen in the evening in cliques and crowds, talking in a mysterious manner and predicting a difficulty.
Nothing's changed.
As has been developed since the tragedy, the white men were taken by surprise, and nothing of the kind was thought of or expected by them. Most of the shots, some 30 or 40 in number, came from the darkness. Foote being the only Negro engaged in the fight who was in the light, so far as can be learned. Mr. Ellett is a Northern man and a Republican who came here from Indiana 10 years ago. His father lives in Atchison, Kansas. The tragedy has no political significance whatsoever, growing as it did out of a personal affray. It is now being investigated by a coroner's jury, and it will be probed to the bottom. The following arrests were made yesterday and today. A. S. Lynch White, the owner of the butcher shop, as an accessory before the fact. W. B. Foote, Nicholas Parker, Bob Swayze, J. K. Richardson, Wash Hall, Octavius Thomas, Henry Schuler, and Jim Gibb, all colored. All those people were arrested. Other arrests will be made. John James, the cause of the unfortunate tragedy, who was desperate, daring mulatto, was killed yesterday morning while defying arrest. Oh, wow.
Those mulattoes
so the main
were
guy was killed. Yeah, the main troublemaker was killed. Resisting arrest, police brutality. The tragedy caused great excitement. Everything is now quiet, but the people are on the alert and prepared for any emergency. So what happened after the incident? The article above presents a heavily biased commentary account of a significant historical event known as the Yazoo City tragedy on Christmas Eve of 1883. While the article frames it as a cold-blooded assassination by Negroes, historical analysis reveals it was a culmination of racial and political tensions involving W.H. Foote, a prominent Black Republican leader and a federal tax collector who challenged white supremacy in the region. Here is the fate of the individuals involved after the events described in the article. John James, the article notes, he was killed yesterday morning. He was hunted down by a posse and shot to death the day after the initial shootout. W.H. Foote, William Henderson Foote. In the article, he's listed as wounded in the head and arrested. On December 29th, 1883, 3 days after the article was written, a white mob of approximately 200 to 500 men stormed the jail where Foote and the others were being held. They shot Foote to death in his cell. Foote is now recognized as the first Black American federal officer, Bureau of Internal Revenue Service, and predecessor to the ATF killed in the line of duty.
Was he in the line of duty?
In 2012, the ATF posthumously...
These ones playing pool? No, that was the other one.
In 2012, the ATF posthumously honored him for his bravery in defending the rule of law.
Well, good for him.
And other prisoners, the lynching.
When you see a Sun man obeying and upholding the law, you kind of got to reward that. You know, you got to give him a medal or a plaque or something.
The mob that killed Foote also lynched 3 other men mentioned in the arrest list. Bob Swayze, lynched and hanged. Nicholas McKay Parker, lynched and hanged. Jim Richard Gibbs, lynched and hanged. Political aftermath. The violence effectively ended the Republican Party's influence in Yahoo County. Remember, the Republicans are the blacks back then. Do you remember that? This is before the switch to the...
Yeah, because the Republicans, Lincoln was Republican who'd freed the slaves.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So this ended the Republican Party's influence in Yazoo County and consolidated white supremacist political controls in the area for decades. So the Democrats were the white supremacists.
The Democrats, yeah.
Yeah. The event served as a violent warning against Black political assertiveness during the post-Reconstruction era. Wow. Man, we gonna have to so much, man. So much, man. We gonna have to so much, man. So much, man. So much. So much. So much. So much, man. Golly, man. We wow.
It's crazy the amount of crime that was kind of proportional to how it was today. They just were running crazy. One generation, 2 generations outside of slavery, there's no fear of being lynched, fear of white mobs, and every white person is racist. Doesn't hold up.
Nothing. I mean, not only like it wasn't sort of like that, it was nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, what these stories describe is literally today. Okay? Like, they describe today. Okay? It's just today. There's nothing nothing, all except for the fact that the Sun men are usually murdered for their crimes in the following days. Aside from that, everything aside from that, right? Like the accountability was swift and brutal.
At times. It wasn't always like that either, though. You know,
the accountability was swift, and it was extrajudicial too. Was swift, brutal, and extrajudicial, but everything before it didn't deter Sun. Like none of these sons look deterred by like if you were gonna get lynched for doing shit like that. Sun men didn't seem like they were that was, which is scary, which is absolutely terrifying that even that wasn't a deterrent.
If the threat of prison doesn't do it, the threat of possibly getting caught and maybe getting lynched won't do it either, you know? Just the hang on a second.
Wow. 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 Unbelievable, man. We live in a different time, man. I mean, wow. Unbelievable, man. The fact that lies that they are able to perpetuate these lies and keep these lies going for so long is absolutely remarkable, man.
It's amazing. They've completely branded certainly everybody in the South since as just being an absolute racist, and then by the 21st century, every white person is just inherently a racist monster, and it really just is the same battles being fought now as they were then, dealing with a class of people that are just more violent prone.
Yeah.
They're not
and
meant
don't
to
care and don't respond to deterrence. Like the deterrent, because remember they abolished lynching. So it's like the deterrent, just like now, how we've weakened the laws or we've rolled back the laws, like that, because they don't respond to the deterrent, white people just abolish the deterrent.
Well, it's also interesting that now, why were these lynchings happening? Is it because these people were so bloodthirsty and savage they just couldn't wait to shoot or string someone up? Or did they have no faith in the system to actually deliver justice? Were these lynchings because they knew that this guy's going to go to court, there's going to be some defense, he probably won't get convicted, or were they just bloodthirsty racists?
I could see it being a mix of the two. I could see it being like, well, when slavery is over, right? Remember, so a lot of these people were alive. This is 1883, the Yazoo City Massacre. So this is a lot of people are alive from slavery. So they're used to these people, not all of them, because there were a lot of freedmen, but they're used to the slave class being made up of these people, right? And they're used to these people being subordinate to a certain degree. And they were freed, and like they just instantly start like, they don't like ease into it. They just instantly start like wilding out and being like,
They were also given a little more self-determination stuff after the Civil War too. The carpetbagger Republicans of the South, giving jobs and patronage to Negroes that went against the grain.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I can see there being some saying like jealousy towards sons, but sons incurring that jealousy with their behavior. And I could definitely see, I'm not saying these white people are perfect. A lot of these white people, everybody back then knew their way around a gun. Like, it wasn't like having a gun was something like now, you know what I mean? It was like everybody had a gun, you know what I mean? So it's like, but sons would murder you. Like, white people can have guns and not murder you. Sons really can't have guns and not murder you. You know what I mean? Sons really don't do guns well and not murder you.
Yeah. The numbers bear that out.
Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, man. Wow. What a how crazy is that, man, huh? This is a revelation, man. And we've seen a lot. For it to be a revelation, as much as we've seen, is absolutely insane. Great show, man. Great show, man. Great show. Holy shit.
Hey, you want to take a look at a 45-second video?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to drop something in the chat. I like to do comedy videos, and sometimes you make a video for the kids.
Okay.
This one's less than a minute long. If you look into the back chat.
Oh, it's in there. Okay.
I want to share this with the nation. I think they might enjoy it.
Let's see. Okay, I got you.
Look at a familiar children's story that I think we all grew up in.
Wow. I might have to show this to my daughter, man.
You might.
Story. Let's see.
Once upon a time, there was a little train engine that had to pull a long, heavy train over a very steep hill. Pulling with all his might, the little engine started his climb, all the while repeating to himself, I think I can. I think I can. The little engine with the big heart tugged and strained, determined not to quit. Oh no, his little wheels are slipping on the tracks. It looks like Chugga Choo Choo might not make it. Come on, everybody, let's help him. We think you can. We think you can. That's it. Almost there. Everyone. When the courageous little engine saw the top of the hill, he knew nothing could stop him from delivering his cargo now.
I know I can. I know I can.
And he did. The little engine pulled into the station, proud that he could do what all the big trains couldn't.
I knew I could. I want to do this every day.
Hey, I hope you never forget this video. This is just a little 10-second. Something for the kids, you know? Something for the kids. It's too bad Fisherman isn't here to see that.
Yeah, man.
It's a little train that could.
Fucking crazy, man. Same black time, same black channel, man.
Thanks, Ock. Check out my channel, y'all.
Yeah,
Night.
check out Jimmy.